I may as well start with that because it is crazy. When you said upgrades, I look around here and I'm like, it's downgraded. You know what I mean? Like,
well, is that from your second setup?
From the second setup.
Yeah, see, I've never seen it. I remember, like I said, I was watching our OG episode.
Episode 48.
Episode 46.
46.
So it's been 154 weeks. So it's 2 weeks shy, I think, of 3 years.
Yeah.
Which is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But no, that was when we were sitting in your old room was it Pitt Town?
Yeah, we were basically,
near Pitt Town. And we're sitting on this long ass table and you've just got like a little camera like on a shelf, like pointing either way, camera. And you're like, yeah, I've got all these drinks here for like, whatever you had, like right. Gatorade, big Pepsi can, like all this shit. And then you're like, have whatever you want. And I was like, man, I'm not thirsty. I was like, fuck, there's so much in front of me.
Damn, I forgot I would do that, bro. I would spend like $120 pre every episode at 7-Eleven.
Oh, no
I'd just go
way.
there and
go, bro, I would have just chucked it in the fridge and just used it again. Like, fuck, whatever someone didn't drink, like, no, man, I bought
I'd drink
today.
them all myself. By the end of the next week, I'd drink them all.
Yeah, true.
And then I'd be telling people, please take them, bro. Take them, you know what I mean?
Take them so I feel like I've spent my money on something fucking worthwhile.
Oh,
I think I had like 2 sips of the Gatorade and I was like, I don't know how to tell him that I don't want any more.
It's like, because you're just drinking the whole time and you're talking the whole time. So then like, by the time like you realize you're thirsty, even me now, like I'm like, fuck, I want to have a sip, but like, is it my turn to talk?
Oh, bro, I'm just...
it's a good throwback. I'm glad you reminded me of it too, because I kind of have that whole stage of the podcast has left my mind. Like, I only think of it as from the last studio, which was like the big room, the yellow couches, the fucking bright lights. It was like I painted it and it was cool because people started graffitiing the wall. I let everyone sign the wall one by one.
That's
so
mad.
By the end of there might have been like 40 different people's Instagram handles and shit.
Because I think Jack was that one.
Yeah. He did.
But he was not long. He was not long after me, I don't think.
Nah, I think he might have been like episode 60 something or something like that.
Yeah, so
maybe even 50 something. I think I had that room built for episode 52, so you were just short.
Yeah,
just short. But yeah, bro, even thinking back then, like I was nervous as fuck. Didn't know what to say, what to do. My microphones were rubbish. The audio was terrible.
You had to have the microphones like so close. You'd like, I remember like I'd like lean back and get comfortable, and I was like, oh shit.
And then you can't hear it, bro.
I'm like trying to yell, and you're only like right there. I was like, fucking.
It's mad, but like it's a nice throwback because it's like. Yeah. It's cool because it's my fundamental belief, bro, that if you put time and effort into anything, it's going to inevitably get better.
100%.
And it's not like every day I'm thinking, how do I make the podcast better? I don't even fucking think about it.
Oh, no, dude. It's just, honestly, it's like when you go to the gym, man. It's just through repetition. Like, you could go in there with no structure, and as long as you've got repetition, you'll see some gains. Might not be the best, but fucking something's better than nothing. That's what I mean. You just do something, and you enjoy doing it. So it's like... That's what I mean. So it's like love what you do for work. And you never work a day in your life.
Well, I'm to be honest now. If we're on episode 180, that means I've passed the 3-year point, which means I'm a 4th-year apprentice, right? When it comes to podcasting, that's why I've seen it the whole time. And like I can see that, like if I compare it to being an apprentice,
100%.
After maybe 2 years, you get a bit confident. Yeah. After 3 years, you almost take on your own jobs.
You're like refining little bits and pieces.
Yeah.
And then 4th year, you're like, fucking give me the pay rise, man. I'm ready. Like.
Yeah, it's exactly right. And it feels like that too now because I'm doing the YouTube vlogs and doing all this stuff now. Dude. So it feels like a 4th year. Yeah.
It's been crazy to watch it explode, honestly. And you're like, yeah, I'm doing vlogs. And then like you're inviting like random dudes onto the like top of your Raptor. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what is going on?
You wait to see this vlog, it comes out this Friday. Like it's so funny.
I was like, fuck. But you know how crazy it's been? Like I've had like random people that have like maybe met you like once in passing or whatever, and they're like, dude, see that Doxy bloke, he's like jumping off the fucking bridge in the Pan River and shit. I'm like, bro, that's so crazy. Like people that like, not randoms, but they're like, fuck, do you see like I was out with we're out with a mate of mine on the way back from golf the other day, stopped at Lapo. He's in Hawaii right now, and he's like, oh, I want to catch up before I go. And I was like, yeah, just meet us at Lapo, have a beer, whatever. And he's like, dude, what about fucking your mate fucking Dox, bro? He's just like jumping off bridges and shit and vlogging on YouTube. He's like, what the fuck? That's so crazy. I was like, yeah, dude, I'm actually seeing him on Tuesday for the podcast. He's like, fucking no way. It's just, it's such a spin how life works. It is a spin now, bro.
Even when it comes to like the first episode we shot, you can't see who's seen it. You only know how many people have seen it.
Yeah.
If you could see who has seen your episode, which I can't either, it would blow your mind. you will never believe who watches. Like it's trippy, bro.
It's honestly, I'm kind of glad that I can't see.
Yeah, like
it's
scary, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Because like I don't think about it. I just like post and walk away. I don't really.
Yeah.
The one, obviously, you have to see how many views and stuff you get when you go and check your analytics and shit.
Yeah, 100%.
But like, bro, it wigs me out. Like, even say my missus now, like she'll go visit her mum. And now that her mum knows we're dating, she's seen my Instagram and stuff. Now she'll come over and I'll be on the TV. You know what I mean? Like,
that's crazy. She's got you playing in like a lounge room or some
like,
shit.
What?
She's just like a little bit of light viewing.
yeah. And then my missus will send me photos of it. I'm like, I don't know what I spoke about in that episode. And like,
it's like, shit, I don't know why your mum fucking watching that.
Yeah. But it's cool, bro. I love it. I love the whole journey of posting online. Like, and I tell this to everyone that comes on lately. I've been telling people for the last maybe year or so, like, what you're doing by recording this episode is you're giving a gift to your future kids above anyone else. Because if I could trade anything in the world to have as a gift, it would be 10,000 hours of footage of my mum and dad when they were my age.
Just yarning.
Just, bro, imagine watching them living, bro, seeing the area, seeing their activities, hearing them talk. And we get to give that away, whether they want it or not.
Yeah, because that's like, I mean, like, I'm assuming you're probably the same. Like, my parents grew up in like 70s. So like born in the 70s. So grew up in the 70s and 80s. Dude, what a fucking time they would have been to be alive.
Yeah,
man.
bro.
Like, my dad would like come and like just tell me random stories. I was sitting down up at the farm or something having a beer and he's like, yeah, fucking used to skateboard out here and skateboard from like fucking Marylands to Manly. And I was like, dude, that's so far, cunt. Like, what? And he's like, yeah, dude, you just like grab onto the back of a bus or some shit and just let it pull you. I'm like, that's some fucking skate 3 shit. Like,
bro. Your dad's Tony Hawk, bro.
Like, dude, I was like, what? He's like, yeah, man, we used to just like fucking smoke a joint and just go and skate and end up wherever. Wow. And he's like, and that's all everyone ever did. And I was like, what a fucking time to be alive, man.
That's
like,
mad.
Fucking, yeah.
But it might not sound like it, but we're going to have that same experience because
100%.
They would have heard the stories from their elders as well and thought to themselves, like, what a time, you know what I mean? But like, bro, our future generations are going to look at us and we're going to say, yeah, we grew up in the 2000s, the birthplace of the internet, the birthplace of when we could first start recording ourselves, talking and posting and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
And then I think it's going to, and it's like, I kind of think this is true. I don't think we could have ever been born in a better time, in a better place.
Nah, I don't think so either. Yeah. Even just the, like, man, I put so much shit on my missus for it because she was a 2000s kid. Any just pre-2000s, like from like 90, like maybe like 95 onwards, just a fucking perfect little belt of time.
Yeah.
Like, anyone before that or anyone after that will have their own arguments too, so I'm just biased.
Yeah, it's true. Like, I know everyone says this, eh? But
yeah,
like,
100%. Like, everyone, yeah, 100%. I've got it backed up by facts. Like, man,
but I think it's cool as well because, like, even now, being the ages in which we are, I'm assuming you'd be 26. Yeah, 26. So I don't think there's a better time to be 26, bro. You know, like to have endless opportunities with also just enough freedom with control at the same time to be able to pick and choose whatever you want. Birthplace of the internet. Yeah. There's so much opportunity to be 26 now. Yeah. That almost being 20 now, being 19, 18 now would be harder because
I think it would be too.
You can't really pick a career as easily because there's too much options in a way, you know what I mean? Online.
But then there's also like, there's too many options, but then there's also like not enough options. Like when you think about like how many, like I was literally thinking about it. I actually said it to my missus yesterday. I was watching, I'll just get into bed after a shower and I'll just pop YouTube on. I'll watch some random like 50 geography facts. So it's just something just random. Like, I do it almost.
What about like top 100 best farm equipment?
I can't say I've gone that deep into it.
That's the best.
Bro, you're like, whoa, a rotary hoe with 4 plates. Like, shit,
triple auger? What the fuck?
So much better than 3. Like, fuck. Nah, fucking, but like I do that like most nights, like just because I'll be like playing games with the boys and it hits like 8:30. I'm like, nah, if I don't go to bed now, I'll hate myself tomorrow.
Yeah, and then you won't. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, it'll be like midnight. I can't sleep. But no, I'll go to bed and I'll watch YouTube and then there's like ads came on and it was actually crazy. I was like, how many of these ads are done with AI?
Yeah.
And you know they're done with AI. Like there was one, I can't remember who it was for. Like it might have been Telstra or Optus or something. And it was just people like walking towards the camera. But you could very obviously tell that they were AI. Well, at least to me anyway, because obviously old people are still getting scammed by AI.
yeah.
Fucking nerds.
Yeah.
No,
I can't believe that gorilla is shooting people.
like, oh my God, that dude just got hit by a bull. It's like, no, he fucking didn't.
No, dude, he's on the moon.
Bro, like, what?
Man, he's on the moon.
Yeah. Why would that be real, man? Like, no, but it's like, I was like, fuck. That's actually like, that's 3 jobs for 3 people that are now gone because they can use AI. And like, credit to the companies where it's due, like, you know, they're saving a bit of money. But it's also like, it's just like little things like that I'm like, oh, like.
Well, it's more than 3 people. It's more like,
you've
300 people who have lost their job.
That's true. That's true. But like, I'm saying, like, just for that one job out of like, if 3 people had have landed, those 3 people walking at the camera, that's 3 jobs gone.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
For a 10-second ad.
But think about how scary it could be. And to be honest, I'm thinking about this for the first time now. Like, think about even the clothes these people would have been wearing, the manufacturing of all those, the distributions, delivery of just the clothes that they're wearing. Now think about the land in which they would have had to get permits to be able to film on. Just the 10 people that would have had to go through. Think about the lighting, camera, sound, the editing, the post-production. Like, there are the management team. Like, there is hundreds of jobs being eliminated by one AI ad.
By one dude sitting at a computer just typing in a script.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually pretty fucking
pretty
sad.
And I hear that there's a good argument as well that says, like, one job gets replaced by another. With let's just say you have self-driving forklifts now, which I've worked in some factories. And the forklifts have no drivers. They just go around, pick up things. There's like, bro, I worked in some crazy ass factories when it comes to automotive systems, but there's a guy now that comes and does the coding for the forklift, and there's a guy that does the service and maintenance for the forklift. And
it does create new jobs.
It does create new jobs, but they're high skill ticketed jobs. But I was listening to a podcast maybe on Friday with who's that really motivational speaker, Tony Robbins.
Can't say who
Tony Robbins is.
No,
bro, he's got if you heard his voice, you'd recognize him. But he's pretty much the guy when it comes to motivation, the seminar man of all time. So he's been hired by politicians, ex-prime ministers, sports stars, musicians, everyone from say like Justin Bieber to Mike Tyson. Like they come to him as a life coach.
Yeah,
he's the guy.
Yeah, okay.
And his mission is to end suffering. You should really look into Tony Robbins.
Tony Robbins.
I'll send you a link. I might even put a link in the bottom of this podcast too.
Yeah, 100%.
His goal is to end suffering. So even though now he's a multi-billionaire where his companies turn over something like a crazy amount, like 12 billion a year or something, he's trying to end world hunger as his first mission. So he started off at 17 years old feeding one family. Then next year he feed 2, next year 4. Then he got a company, a business, feeding 100. Then he fed 1 million people. And then he's like, I'm going to try and feed 1 billion people in 10 years. He smashed it in 2 or 3. And now he's done 43 billion meals for free. And then the next goal is to try and do 100 billion. So he's pulling together resources from the United Emirates and all these things. I'm getting stuck. What was I getting back to the point on? The point was Tony Robbins talking about ending world suffering. Yeah. He was saying with the way AI is going, it's going to cause a lot of suffering as well, because he was saying that the amount of jobs that are going to get perished with just say one industry, self-driving cars, there's 8 million truck drivers, taxi drivers, all these things in just America alone. 8 million. That's 8 million jobs that are going to go out the window in an instant. And that's overnight. 8 million families that are going to get torn apart by no income, no job, loss of self-esteem, loss of pride.
100%.
And like, bro, that's a scary thing, eh?
Yeah, 100%. And especially with something like I feel like, especially for like in America, their interstate like network for truck driving and deliveries and stuff like that. That's like, not only is it a livelihood, but it's like, it's something that it's a pretty fucking shit job to do. Like, all things considered, you know what I mean? Like you're away from your family interstate for, a couple days at a time doing this big fucking return trip. It's all you've known for 20 years. You've built your whole life, routines, fucking sleeping habits, like holidaying habits, whatever you fucking could ever imagine around it. And it's literally gone in the space of what could be like 24 hours.
Bro, and that's one industry, you know what I mean?
That's what I mean.
There's going to become a stage where, and I've said this too, like I genuinely believe even my trade as a refrigeration mechanic, doesn't matter if it's service or install, I believe those jobs are going. Like I think the inevitable goal they predicted is all work being replaced by automotive systems like robots, because have you seen the robots now? They're spray painting. They're like...
I just think, like, why? I'd be so bored if I didn't work. Like, I'm working a lot at the moment, and it's like, it's draining me a little bit, but fuck, the alternative is I just do nothing. Yeah. Like, all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's hard being your own boss. It is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you don't have, if I know me, if I don't have someone telling me I should wake up early, I probably won't, and I don't. You know what I mean? And even most of the time when I do, I don't anyway.
Yeah. It's like, damn, I slept in again.
Oh, that's 5 days this week. You know what I mean? Like, I was trying to be
it's
better.
a whole week. Shit.
Yeah. But we might come back. We might not come back to this AI conversation.
No, that's all right. That's all right.
One thing that I was going to say before, and we're talking about the fact that like it's been so much time since we've been doing the podcast. But the first time you came over, you were starting your university. What would you call it? A course degree? Degree in paramedic something.
Paramedic science.
Paramedic science.
Yeah.
And then I know that you had something coming up the other day. How'd you go with the whole?
Yeah. So finished my degree.
Perfect.
I've been working on road as a paramedic with New South Wales Ambulance for about 9 or 10 months now. And then the other day I had my summative assessment. So you finish uni, slog your ass away for this fucking little certificate of cardboard.
Yeah. Did you get the hat and all that or not?
Yeah, I did the hat and gown and all that.
Sick.
But it's so funny. I got a video on my Instagram. We did like the hat throw, and someone's hat absolutely just creamed me. Full like actually properly like split my lip and everything because they're quite sturdy. Like just smacked me right on the lip. I was like, what the fuck? I was too busy trying to catch mine and it just like curved around. But no, it's like,
that's so dangerous.
It fucking hurts.
Could have lost an eye, bro.
Yeah, dude. And it was my fault. It was my mate that threw it too. You watch him in the corner of the video just watching it. Like, fuck.
That's so funny.
No, but so I finished my degree, got accepted to my like position like as a paramedic. And your first year is your probie year, your intern year. And it's like they give you a training station. So mine is I'm out of Collerton, so nice and close to home.
That's mad.
I'm literally around the corner from fucking I'm literally down the road from. Oh, I'm next door to Healthy Harold.
That's so mad, bro.
Next door to Healthy Harold. So I'm literally like 4 doors down essentially from Fossey's old place.
Yeah.
Right.
From fucking
from the shop.
Street.
Fucking good old Cafe Collerton and the IGA.
I'll definitely beep this out, but it was 9 1 street.
That's fucking criminal. That's criminal.
I was like, hey,
Jesus Christ.
Hey, Renee, is Ryan home?
Oh man, I had so many good memories in that house.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's my training station. You're there for 12 months. You do your 6-week induction. That's all good. You've got to like pass all these like OSCEs, which are like practical exams and stuff like that. Like during that 6 weeks, and whatever. Start on road, and you're literally just thrown straight in the deep end. It's you and a mentor for 9 weeks. Every 9 weeks you change mentors, and that goes on.
Cool.
And that goes on for the year.
Yeah.
So that's the same as even once I'm fully qualified, you change partners every 9 weeks.
Really?
Yeah. Which
and
is
that
good.
Inevitable? Like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it can get a little bit different sometimes. Like if you go out into like regional, like out, they might do like 14 or 15 week roster. Like they're a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But
that's a healthy way to run a system, mate.
Well, it just ensures that like. Because it's fucking always inevitable that you'll work at least one roster every now and then with someone that you just don't get along with. I'm pretty fortunate so far. I haven't had anyone that I don't get along with. I've had hard rosters where it's been like, I think just differing like teaching styles.
Yeah, even different interests. Like it's sometimes you just can't conversate as easy with certain people.
Well, it's not even that I feel like I've got a pretty good gift of the gab, and like I've always had like good conversation with people. It's just been down to the way that they teach and the standards that they hold. Like they're pushing me to do better.
Because that's what you want, bro. You want to be the best as well.
I know that I'll look back on it like through this next roster, like pretty fondly. Like you know what I mean? And I'll be like, no, like I'll have moments probably throughout the rest of my career where I'll be like, oh fuck, that really helped. But during it, I was like, fuck.
I'm like that right now. I'm working with a lad right now, and he is hands down go more than anyone I've ever met in anything ever. I've never met anyone who just puts as much
drive
ability into something, drive wise, and it's a lot to keep up with, bro. Where sometimes like you can't help but just have a little fire inside you ignite to go, but. No, you know what I mean?
Stop, please.
Like, I just want to pull my phone out, bro. You know what I mean? Like, fuck me.
It was so funny. I can't remember what it's from. It's from a movie or a TV show or something. My missus says it all the time. It's like, I'm tired of this, Grandpa. It's like, let's do them, man. Yeah. Honestly, that's what it felt like for a fair bit, like through that. But
bro, I'm a subby now too, so like, I do not get a leniency
it's just like,
either. You know
it's
what
like
I mean?
you're not pulling your weight, you're gone.
Yeah, bro. Like, I have to be that guy too. But because, and to be honest, as you said, you look back and be appreciative of it because I've worked underneath crews that have been very pushy when I've been left to my own at certain mobs and crews. They are a bit more laid back and whatever goes. Now I have the skills to be able to prove myself and actually just devote, which it sounds weird, but it's like now I finally have the skills to be able to devote 8 to 9 hours to actually being at work.
Yeah, not like 5 or 6 and then pulling your phone out for a bit.
And like that should be normal, but that's actually not normal. I feel like the norm is to be at work, not to be working. You know what I mean?
I feel like it's very rare to find people like everyone goes to work for their 8 or 9 hours or whatever they have to be there for, but most people aren't working the whole time, right? You know what I mean? Especially like, I mean, it's just inevitable too. Like especially like middle of winter, you know, you're out early in the morning, you're like, oh, let's go and quickly grab a coffee and, you know, maybe banana bread or something.
Bro,
like,
sit in the car for 10 minutes,
yeah,
bro.
just warm up for a bit. Like, you know, fuck, we're going to be outside, you know, like doing like an outdoor unit or doing whatever. Like, fucking, you know what I mean? Like, that's human nature. But, like, bro, there are some people that run with it. Like,
I have never known a life before this that wasn't like you start at, say, 7 a.m. So you get to work at 7 a.m. Then you, like, unpack your car, unpack your tools. You fucking maybe have a coffee beforehand as well. And then probably by like 7:30, 7:45, you're actually in a good groove.
Yeah.
Bro, I've been in a way now where it's like if you start at 7, you're in the place working on it by 7.
By 7.
Which is like cool. I like it. Like it's taken me a while to get used to it, but it's like it's a nice feeling.
I mean, it's all about adjustment.
But I was going to say, bro, we've gone off track again. Like I was going to say, congratulations because like you've done the thing, you know?
Yeah.
You've done the thing that people don't do. Like, and that's do the thing, bro.
Yeah. No, so it was a bit tough. So yeah, I think I was still going through the thing. So I've got my training station at Colleton next to Healthy Harold. And then you go back, you do like an online Zoom call for like, it's called your formative assessment. It's more just like an interview where they check in on you. You have to answer a couple questions beforehand. If you get any wrong, they talk through them with you or whatever. It's pretty cruisy.
Yeah.
And then the big one you go in, which is the one I did the other day, is your summatives. So you go in, it's like a whole day at the State Operations Centre just around the corner in Homebush. And it's like a full day of sit down, you've got this like online exam, which is a bit of a pisser, whatever. And then it's like there's 3 rooms with like higher level like assessors, like paramedic educators in each. And they've literally got like one-way glass in some of them. Some of them they're in the room with you, whatever. And it's like, here's your patient. Fix it. And it's like you get given like, so like in the cars, you've got like our MDT, so like the screen that like has all the job notes and like sort of just whatever the call taker's been able to gather like information wise. And they give you a printout of one of them and it'll be like for example, my one was like 67-year-old man's fallen off a roof.
Oh.
And that was it. And I was like, fuck, like where do I go from here? And then you go in, treat it, pass, fail. If you fail, you get to go back and redo the same one again. So it's not like they're not out to fail you. They're out to make sure that you're up to standard. So, but that's the big stressful one. That's done. And then, I get my email hopefully fucking soon to put in my preferences for I want to sort of go for my permanent station. And then that's it.
That's it. Oh, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It's mad, bro. Because even as you're telling me this, right? And I believe I would have told you this on the phone. I think I remember telling you this on the phone when we talked a few weeks ago. When you were talking about the final assessments that you have to do, the unpack things, it's reminded me of the bar exam in which, you study this whole time and do that, which I just had my friend Kashish on.
Yeah, I just saw that the other day,
And I have always referenced, and I have told you this, but I'll say it online as well, like, I've referenced for a very long time now being in the origin stories of everyone great.
100%.
And like that, it was the maddest realization that I came to after sitting down with Kashish and then sitting down with you, because she might have been episode 40 fucking 3 or something like that. So it was in the same window.
Yeah, almost the same,
which is just crazy coincidental because I didn't mean to have you both on again in the same window at the time in which you both graduated the thing that you told me you wanted to do. And I've referenced... One of my friends is a lawyer and she's gonna become a fantastic lawyer. One of my friends is a paramedic. He's gonna become a fantastic paramedic. I've said it dozens of times, bro, and it's just so mad for me to be able to have you on now.
The common denominator, man. Just the link, man. The little bit of glue.
Yeah, bro. And I'm proud of you. You've done the thing, bro, because It's not
Cheers, I
easy
appreciate
to even one, find something you're interested in,
Yeah.
but then two, to follow that all the way through to completion. And now I feel like you're in a position now where if you ever wanted to do something else, you should. But if you wanted to do something else before, you shouldn't.
Yeah, I think like I've been sort of at war with myself a little bit lately because like especially coming through uni, everyone's quite young, you know, they've come out of school, which is like whatever because, you know, like I went into uni straight out of school and I fucking hated it. Like I don't know how they stuck through a whole degree. I was like, I dropped out at the end of my first year. I was like, I'm not even going to finish this degree. Yeah. It's just going to fucking take up so much time.
Yeah.
To like something that I'm never going to use. So it's like 40 fucking K or some shit. So I was like, fuck that. I'm not.
What was the first? Was it the same thing you're doing now?
No, it was like sports and exercise science or something like that. Because like
physio.
Yeah.
PE
At
teacher.
first I was like, I wanted to do physio. So like I'd applied for that and I got in and like as I got in, I was like, oh fuck, actually I kind of wouldn't mind doing paramedicine. So I picked all the same like first year units and it was like if my GPA was high enough, I was just going to jump straight in the second year.
Nice.
And I got towards the end of my first year. My GPA wasn't high enough. I just couldn't really give a fuck. I was like, nah, I'm just going to go back to just working Monday to Friday. I think that's just where I'm at the moment. And I'm actually super thankful for it because it was like just so much life experience. Like, and I know.
And were you doing carpentry or?
Yeah, I was doing shop fitting. So close enough. Yeah, but like we were doing bits and pieces of fucking everything. But like, it was just like, aside from just the practical skills, it was just good to have a few years of just genuine life experiences, like doing dumb shit and making mistakes and making some pretty fucking dumb mistakes. Mistakes I look back on now and I'm genuinely just feel my stomach flip. I'm like, how are you that stupid?
Yeah, things that if you did now would be like almost
if I did it now, I'd be like, bro, I might just fucking end it all.
What am I going to do?
I might actually just fucking like move to another country. Like,
start again.
Yeah, like literally. Like fucking fool me once, shame on me. But like fool me twice, shame on me again. Like, honestly.
I think that too, right? I think about all the fucking dumb shit I did when I was young. I was like, fuck, one, lucky as fuck to be able to be where I am today. Yeah. But two, like I think to myself, man, if I did the things today, would I be able to bounce back and recover as productively, you know? Like,
nah, probably not.
It's almost like being, say, 16 to 22. If you fuck up, it doesn't actually matter.
Nah, because you're like, I'm invincible, man. Yeah. I'm young, I'm learning, like.
And it's like other people give you credit too. Like,
they're like,
he's young.
They're so much easier on you. And it's like, you make like you do something dumb at like 25 and everyone's like.
Yeah. I even thought to myself when I was going through dumb shit when I was like 18, 19, 20, I was thinking to myself like, I should have done more dumb shit when I was 13, 14, 15. Yeah. Because I could have got away with a lot more back then.
Well, I mean, I feel like I started like doing dumb shit when I was like maybe 14, 15, but I feel like it was like in the grand scheme of things, it's pretty harmless dumb shit.
Yeah.
We used to fucking climb into train tracks and take pictures and shit. Just like dumb, but like it wasn't like it's illegal dumb, but it wasn't like super like we weren't fucking out fucking drunk driving and shit.
Yeah.
So like relatively harmless, but still I'm like, fuck, I'm kind of glad that I did all that shit when I was super young because then people were like doing that when I was like 17, 18 and I was like,
come on,
I'm so mature.
Grow up a little bit, eh?
No, but I was just like, people would be like, oh, do you want to come to this party tonight? And I'd be like, I can't go to bed, bro. What? Like, I'm kind of thankful that I did a lot of dumb shit when I was younger because then as I got older, I was like, I just can't be bothered to do it.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think you did the right thing as well, bro. Like, if you got straight into even trying to do something like paramedic science when you were a bit younger too, you 100%. Might have been a bit more careless in the ways. You might have been as interested, but you know your weekends start to outweigh your weekdays, and then all of a sudden you're not as educated and well versed.
Well, I think like everyone has the same potential to be as educated as they want to be. Like you're only as educated as you've got drive. So it's like obviously it's quite a clinical field. You need to be pretty well like educated in what you're doing. You know you've got people trusting you with themselves on their worst days. But it's also like, I think the bigger aspect, I would almost argue it's a bigger aspect, is that like the people aspect. And just being able to genuinely like I pride myself on being, when I don't know what I'm doing, I will just fucking talk my way out of it. So like I've had so many people get in the car and I'll be in the back with them, whoever I'm working with is up the front. And I'm like, not that I don't know what's going on, but like I've got a very vague picture of what's going on, but I haven't been in the job for long enough to be definitive.
Yeah.
So I'll just be like, oh, yeah, cool. And I'll just keep talking to them, keep asking them all these questions that, like paints me like, it gives me all this information and paints me quite a large picture. So then when I'm handing over their care, I'm like, I've got this big picture, but I'm just not 100% certain in myself with what's going on right here immediately. But here's all this other information so that you can have everything to deal with.
Yeah.
Like someone that's more experienced than me and is taking over their next level of care can just sort of go, cool, here's all this information. I can take what I need to out of it. I don't have to go back and get that information.
Yeah. But at the same time, being a bit older as well, you're able to get to that information. If you were younger and you didn't know the same amount of information,
I would have just sat on my hands for half of it.
Yeah, you just fuck. But you're older, so you can find it. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. It's not about knowing the thing. It's about looking and searching and going for the thing.
100%.
Yeah,
100%. But no, so it's been a journey.
It's just sick, bro. It's just sick. It's mad. I'm just very thankful and appreciative of the fact that it's lined up so perfectly by the time you've come back over, because
Honestly,
we were going to do a Swapcast like maybe 3 Swapcasts or 2 Swapcasts ago, however long ago it was, and it just didn't work out, which is
it was like,
even better.
It was like 2 months ago. Yeah, it was just, it was a bit of a weird period. Like I just got back from Adelaide with the boys like the day before, and like we had a mad time. But I don't know what it was. I just came home. A big thing for me, especially even over the last 12 months, has been like around mental health. And my mental health, I've been trying to sort of observe it like from a third person perspective. Dude, it just fucking fluctuates so heavy. And I was in a little bit of a low, and I was like, fuck, I just don't think I would have come on here and been able to give it like a good crack.
Yeah.
And I was like, I felt selfish because I was like, man, like I'm fucking you around or whatever, like, you know, we'd plan this, whatever. But then there was like another part of me that was like, I don't want to come on and give it an absolute stinker of an episode. You know what I mean? Like,
but to be honest, I think that's the best thing for you, bro. And to be able to observe your mental health is a very powerful tool to be able to do, because, and I had a conversation with this lady the other week about it. The episode just came out for me the other day, so I was able to edit it even maybe yesterday, I think. And she was explaining to me, she's a psychologist, and she was explaining to me the ability to be able to feel your feelings without sitting in them. Yeah. And that's almost like, she was educating me on the fact that you can acknowledge a feeling occurs, whether it be sadness, happiness, anger, frustration, but typically you look at the down feelings, depressions, anxieties, self-esteem issues, whatever, and acknowledge it. Okay, this is there. And then she does this thing called inner child work. So she's like, right, my inner child might be dealing with something from the past, but my adult brain is able to say, yep, this is occurring. It doesn't mean I need to stay inside of it. I just need to know it's there and know when to tend to it and when not to. Step in and step out of it, you know? Yeah, feel it and then get out. Which for me was mad news, bro, because I'm just like, just tell me about being sad and feeling sad and shit. I'm just thinking, I don't like feeling sad, so I don't. Like, I just
you
shove that shit down.
Yeah, try and do everything you can to just get it the fuck out of here.
As soon as something comes up, even anger, frustration, sadness, anything I don't like, anxiety, I just think, doosh, and I slam the door. You know what I mean?
Fucking push that one down.
Yeah.
That's a problem for whenever.
That's a problem for someone else. Fucking doosh. So... Oh, there's a good time.
Memory
all right, good. All right, I'm going to take a quick pause. I'll change this thing.
That's good.
What was the point we're on just before the cameras died? Mental health.
Yeah, mental health,
Yeah, so to be able to acknowledge it and know it's there is what I think is the most important step, which is awareness. Yeah. Awareness of it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's been like a big mainstay for me, especially as well, I think, just with work, like working shift work, so it's like 4 days on, 5 days off, which sounds fucking hectic, but then it's like the first 2 days it's just fucking like just trying to catch up on shit.
Yeah, long days.
Yeah, and it's like, 2 12-hour days, then you do an arvo shift, which is lunchtime to midnight, and then a night shift. Like, so it's a good like flow-on effect, like you get like good rest periods in between, it's really, really nice. But the days off, like especially if you've had a big block, it's like fuck. And it's like as well, just in that environment, like everyone you go to is like, they've got shit going on and you're taking on like, and even like, it's like nothing big. Like I've had like a few week period, like in my first roster where I was like, oh, like this is sweet. Like everyone's like, you know, they're not having a good day, but like, it's nothing like that strikes me as overwhelmingly, like it's not going to affect me. But then I'll just be sitting at home one day and I'm like, fuck, I just feel shit. Like I just feel like sad and whatever. And I think the only thing I can put it down to is like you're just taking in everyone's not negativity, but inherently, you're taking in everyone's trauma, like you're taking in everyone's fucking shit stories, and you know they're like, oh, like I'm really sad because you know my dad just died, and I'm like, fuck, you don't know how many times I've said the word like or the phrase like I'm sorry to hear that this year. It's been crazy.
That's rough. I never even thought about it from that perspective, I guess, because you're dealing with people on their worst days, and everyone knows you drop a rock into any pool of water, it will ripple. Yeah. So if someone's going through something physically going wrong with them, whether they've gotten sick or injured or hurt, then that's going to spark everything else that's going wrong with them inside their head. And by the time you get there, it's like, I can't handle any more of this. Why me?
100%.
Like fucking.
I feel like, and a lot of it as well is like that. Like there are heaps of jobs where it's just like, I've fucking fallen over and I think I've broken my leg. And it's like, yeah, man. I think it's broken as well. I think it's broken as well. Let's fuck off. But like there are like those ones where it's like more like it's more social. Like they're like, fuck, you know, my dog died yesterday and it just made me think about this time with my dad and like just shit like that. And it's just you're trying to help them, but to help them you need to see the whole picture. Yeah. And you're like, fuck, this is a sad picture. Like,
that's actually crazy, eh? Because I can imagine even being like anything in that line of field, like a psychologist, a counsellor, a therapist, definitely. Like obviously being a paramedic, a police officer. Like it must honestly be a big absorption of other people's issues.
And I think it's genuinely it's not at the time, because at the time you're like I'm in work mode, I'm like cool, like whatever, I might not even think about it. And it's like I've only ever had probably like 3 or 4 jobs that I've genuinely like not dwelled on, but like it's been like a day or two later and I'm like, oh fuck, like I wonder about it. And none of them hasn't been like, you know, where I've seen some graphic shit or, you know, like they've passed away or something like that. It's just been like they've just had some random aspect of that whole interaction that has just stuck with me.
Like an empathetic point of view.
Yeah, definitely. And it's like, it's such a strange thing because like the male inside of me is like, don't be a pussy. They didn't die. Like, you know what I mean? You didn't even see any blood or whatever. But it's just, it's genuinely like moving past that point of it can genuinely be fucking anything that just sticks with you. And you've got no control over it. And again, it just comes down to that awareness of like being like, oh, okay, why am I still seeing this person's face, you know, as I'm trying to go to sleep? Why am I, you know, still hearing, you know, certain things that they've said? Why am I still picturing certain things that I've seen in their house or whatever? And it's like, I think taking the time, and that's what I really, really enjoy about, like, my missus, like, doesn't, well, not that she doesn't like it, but she's like, fuck, you've got too many friends, like, because now, like, working with, obviously, a lot of, like-minded people that are in the same spot, having people that are in that same line of work to talk to. Same thing as, like, you're, like, going home from work and you're like, fuck, something at work really pissed me off today. I'm going to call Fossey and talk to him about it.
Yeah.
And it's like, Fossey, cool. Yeah. Fucking want to leave. But it's like just having that like-mindedness to be like, here's my thought process. What do you think? Or even just a vent. Yeah. So it's been really, really important for me.
And it is important, eh? Being able to, I've realised that in the last 12 months as well, it's having common, I don't want to say common points of interest, but it's more like having a common feeling being shared amongst other people. That's one of the most important things in the world.
100%.
I found that about with NA, one of the maddest parts about it is that everyone is thinking the same thing and feeling the same thing. Yeah. And that's why that's such a powerful place. But church is the exact same. Everyone that is in a church, they've all got one thought and common goal, and they all have a similar understanding.
Yeah.
And that's kind of all the community is. Going for a sports team, you're all like fucking
exactly. You're
raging
all
on this team at the same time. You just have that common feeling, bro. So
100%.
I can imagine it's exactly the same as at work too.
Yeah, 100%. It's like, I mean, yeah, like you said, it's just a community thing. Like it's just, but it's just helpful to, I suppose, to have that. Like, because I can always go home and like my missus loves to be able to be like, oh, you look like you've had a shit day. Sit down, like let's talk about it. Like, she just loves to try and help. Sometimes it's like sometimes it's like I don't want to burden you with that, but then other times, like selfishly, it's a little bit like I want to tell you, but to you, I'm scared that you'll think like, oh, why are you so upset? Like that's not really a burdening thing, but to me, it's just stuck with me because obviously everyone's different. And then even if I explain it, like she doesn't get all of it because she's not in that field. Yeah, it's not something that she's interested in, or not that she's not interested in, but yeah.
It's a gift. It's just know that it's a gift for the both of you. The more you do start to tell her when she's asking as well.
I will. I do tell her like most of the time, but it's like I'm like sit on it. I need to talk to someone that sort of understands a bit more about it first.
Yeah, because you need to even. I need to
sort of. Yeah, I need to just sort of get it all out, and then I'll come and talk to you about it, which she's pretty happy with. So that's sort of the system that we roll with at the moment.
Yeah, nice. Well, it's good, bro. It's a good thing to be able to monitor. And trust me, I'm not the guy to give advice when it comes to it. But this is just something that I've heard recently when it comes to even absorbing other people's pain and shit like that. is apparently we are walking around with people's pain that isn't even ours. So I'm not the best person when it comes to monkey see, monkey do, because I don't do this even with things that affect me. I don't think that I find healthy ways to release things that I'm not okay with, which you are meant to do. If there's things that are making you upset or things that are making you frustrated, you should, so they say, you should find ways to healthily release them. But apparently we should be doing the same thing for when we've absorbed other people's pains as well. We can be feeling empathetic for our parents, our siblings, our friends, people in the community, things that we've seen online. By absorbing other people's pains, we actually should be releasing them as well. So this is something to keep in mind.
Well, I mean, it just builds up all the same. Doesn't matter whose trauma it is. If you take it on board, it still feels bucket up. Like,
yeah. But I think you're doing well, bro. Especially to be able to have that awareness of it is like that's the most important thing. Everything that comes after that is like bonus points.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Yeah.
But you touched on a little bit there about church. This is one of my questions that I was going to ask.
All right, man, perfect.
Because I was listening to our first podcast today, and we were talking about how you were like initially like atheist, and then was it Catholic or Christian?
Christian, I'd say.
Christian. Yeah. Until you were like 18, and then literally can quote it. You're like, and then I just got out of that shit. Fucking just made me laugh so much. And then you're like, and now I'm just pretty open minded. But then I've noticed a lot lately, like you've been like going back to like that, like, you know, you've got quotes and Bible quotes and stuff like that, which is obviously like if you had grown up in that sort of household as well, would be common knowledge for you. But my question was like, I feel like, well, like at least I didn't know that you had that connection initially, but obviously I did because we spoke about it on the last one.
Yeah.
But what was the moment or series of thoughts that pushed you to like your belief point now in regards to like
where I am with it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I didn't have that household growing up to answer that from before to have that, because sometimes I do just spit out shit on fucking Instagram or whatever, even in real life about things that I know that are a Bible verse. But no one in my family, I don't think anyone, maybe my nan is the closest person to have any idea about open-mindedness when it comes to spirituality, because she's like hippie. Like my nan is as cooked as you can get. Shout out to her if she's listening. Love her to death. But she'll talk to me about like, you know, that's the energy flowing through you in a way that comes from the God and shit. I'm thinking like, let's take it back a couple of steps. Like help me get to where you're at. You know what I mean?
Like I'm loving where you're going, but you've left me back here.
But I don't get it either. Yeah. But to get to where I'm at today, I'd say it started off with curiosity. So yes, I remember saying that to you in our episode. Like, I fucking got out of that shit because I did. I did find it to be shit that I just wasn't in understanding. Even believing either. It was like nonsense at the end of the day. Okay, let me start this again. Answer your question again. So, when I was younger, I've never known anyone to be religious. I've never known it to be my household, and I didn't even hear about it from anyone else's families either. At 14 years old, I joined a school that was a Christian school, and I started making mates with people who were in Christian families. So they'd invite me to churches, and then I ended up starting to go to a youth group at Hillsong Church because that's where all the boys were. So we'd go there, and we'd just fuck around. We'd just be skateboarding. Our RDGs are really cool because our youth group leaders would let us break into places and skate, or they'd let us. We'd jump people's fences when they're on holidays and swim in their pools, and like
that's actually fucking hectic.
They'd give us a mad time, and then they'd try and give us like 5-10 minutes at the end of it to like, you know, try and educate us biblically as well.
Yeah, okay.
So it was kind of like a trendy thing to do at the time as well. All the fucking hot chicks were there, like, you know, like they're fucking doing their best to try and believe. So I'm like, oh yeah, me too, bro. You know what I mean?
Like I'm praying every day.
Bro, my lock screen was like a cross equals hard and shit like that because, bro, I know that chick likes that stuff, you know?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
So I had a bit of exposure to it, and I guess it kind of turned into a bit of interest, but I was only regurgitating back the things that I was being told.
Weren't like actually holding on to
Weren't holding on to much. And then it wasn't until what really got me going was my journeys through psychedelics that opened my mind again to the possibilities of there being things bigger than my understanding.
Yeah.
And then it just was curiosity. It was just more of like, I don't know of the story of Jesus Christ sounds insane.
Yeah.
The story of the fact there could be a book that tells me what I need to know is insane.
Yeah.
The fact that there's a heavenly father or whatever terms they use just feel wrong to hear. I don't like it. But I was like, let's just give it a go. So I just started praying in case there was an answer. And the more I did it, and the more I paid attention, the more I realized everything that I was praying for was getting answered. And then even it became as clear as I'd pray for something in a second. Within a second later, someone random would tell me the thing that I was praying to find the information about. And then before I knew it, it became evidently clear.
Yeah.
But the more that I pray and the more that I show gratitude for the things that I'm praying for, if I wake up and have a gratitude list, obviously there's scientific things to explain it with like, you know, you start your day positive, then you're going to look for more positive things.
Yeah.
But coupled with that simultaneously, there's also...
adds a third dimension to it.
Yeah, there's somehow you start to really believe that this is happening for me, not to me. You know, like it is a gift to be alive. It is a blessing. It is something that has always been designed for me to experience because coincidences can only be coincidences for so long. So now my relationship with God is... I still have a skeptical mindset. I still understand today's knowledge would be Jesus Christ, there's enough evidence to me today, existed 2,000 years ago. There was definitely a man named Jesus Christ, and he definitely lived in this period, in this place. And the story of miracles are up for my interpretation, because I don't know how much I can believe that a guy walked fucking 200 meters across water.
Well, dude, didn't you do that today?
I did do that, actually. You're right. However, I think I've been diving deep into the practice of what it means to be like Christ. And that's what my relationship means. Because when I read the story of the Bible, I hear the story of the greatest man who's ever lived, the most selfless, caring, giving, forgiving, and then sacrificial to his own needs person that's ever lived. I've never heard a story about a man that's lived before that better or since. So I try and be like him. And then in that doing so, my life just keeps being rewarded. I just keep getting better things, bro. And it's, yes, we can use other things to explain it, like positive reinforcement, karmic energy, all these other things. But to me now, when I read the Bible, I see a blueprint for how I should be living. And whether it be God or whether it be the universe or whether it be energy or whether it be the source, whatever other metaphor we can use to describe this energy bigger than me, I'm just trying to say thank you along the way. You know what I mean? It's as simple. But the Bible is just my doorway.
That's
heaps.
That's I mean, I suppose like people use like journaling and gratitude, mindfulness, whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck, whatever helps you get to live a better life. Why not use it?
Yeah.
That's fair enough. It was just something I was curious about because I was like, I remember I was sitting down with like, because obviously I didn't remember that part of the podcast and I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been either Jack or Ryan. I was sitting down and I was like, fuck. I don't remember this cunt being so churchy. Like, fuck, man. Like, and I was like, I remember him going to Hillsong like ages ago, but I was like, I didn't think it was anything more than like, just
trying to hang out.
Just vibing.
Yeah.
I have heard that Hillsong's a bit of a vibe.
It is a vibe, right? It's a vibe. And to be honest, that's my church. Like, if I was to go to a church on a Sunday, in which my system and my schedule doesn't put it in place at the moment, but I'd go back to Hillsong because it's the most fun place. Yeah. Doesn't mean that everything that they're saying I'm believing it, but I'm starting to look at everything metaphorically now. So even like I told the story before about the son Jesus Christ walking on water, right? I read that story now and I know the factual evidence of the Bible being not a book, but a library of tens of thousands of years of different individual stories and their encounters with God all coming together to then have the final encounter with God, which is Jesus Christ. Nothing since him, which is interesting because the Quran is the same book, but then they have Jesus Christ just being the prophet, and then you have the next prophet that came after Jesus Christ being Muhammad. And a lot of religions kind of work in that same way. So I now read the story and I understand that, like, right, for a very long time, people worshipped the sun. The sun was God. You'd pray, you'd say thanks, you'd give credit, you'd bring life. And they were worshiping this God for different countries, different times, eons. And then when they bring all the books together, of course, one of the stories will be of the sun walking on water, because every day when the sun came up, you'd watch the sun walk across the water. And I just think that it's just a collection of stories with one common interest and one common meaning, which is this life is a gift. And be grateful for it.
100%. Right.
So that's to be honest, bro, I could talk about this all day. Like I spend a long time thinking about it.
I thought it would be something that you would like.
I spent a long time thinking about it, bro. But
100%. Well, that's what I mean. Well, especially if it's a point of belief, it's not something that you just decide overnight. Like, I know for me, like the reason that I think I hold not disdain for it, but like the reason that I think I'm so, I wouldn't even say that I'm anti. I'd say like I'm pretty open minded. Like yeah, I think off put is the word because like going to a Catholic school, it was just like mass and praying the Angelus and whatever, and it's like it's so funny. I literally had a patient a couple weeks ago that was like in the back. She's like non-English speaking, very, very, very Catholic, and was like the whole time we're like trying to get a cannula in. She's like hates needles. She's praying the Hail Mary. She's praying the Our Father. She starts praying like fucking bits and pieces, and I'm sitting behind her, reciting it with I won't say praying, but reciting it word for word with her. And she's like, "Oh, are you Catholic?" And I said, "No, I'm not." She's like, "Then why are you praying?" I said, "I'm not praying. I'm saying it with you to try and ease your nerves." She's like, "Oh, you shouldn't do that." And I was like, "Well, I did it for 7 years, mate. I did it in high school. Like, fuck, I didn't mean it in any way, but it was just like I think just having to being forced to do it every day. I was like, like it's just sort of just like struck a bit of a negative chord with me. Yeah. But I'm also like I'm just not convinced either. So I'm like,
which I think is normal, bro.
Dude, if tomorrow they fucking like I'm big on science, I wouldn't be in the field I'm in if I didn't believe in science. To me, there's no more harder fucking factual truth than anything to do with science. I like reading the messages hidden between words, but at the end of the day, if it's mainstream science, whatever, it's probably true.
Yeah.
Anything outside of that is just fun to interpret.
Yeah.
But if tomorrow they were like, holy fuck, here's evidence that every story from the Bible was fucking factual, I'd be like, okay, so he's real.
Yeah.
Or he was real.
Yeah.
Like, it would not make any impact to my life whatsoever. I don't really care if it is real or not. But, like, if they turned around tomorrow and went, no, God is real, here's why, and fucking sold a good case, I'd be like, oh.
Yeah.
Can he, like, give me a good car? Like, can you do something for me? Like, if they're like, he's real, and you're like, yeah, if you devote yourself to him, like, you'll get something out of it. I'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it's funny, bro, because like that's all, and it's like I get what you're saying because I also get it from that perspective. I've also had that thought, but the conflict thing of the off-puttingness, that's something I still have. I still have, even though I pray every day and I'm 100% believing in God. Like I literally hear and see my prayers get answered daily.
Yeah.
I prayed for something this morning. I got a phone call from someone today answering it. Like it happens more and more the more you practice it. It's in a way like not thinking there's many yellow cards until you start playing Spotto. You know what I mean?
True.
I understand that if you believe something, you'll find evidence to back that up.
100%.
You know, you will find evidence that if you believe this is a great example I like to use. If you believe your partner is cheating on you, right? If they're not, you will start questioning them. You will start acting differently. You will start not trusting them. You will start pushing them away into the arms of someone else. You know what I mean? Like we live inside the world we believe.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's beneficial to the individual. And I tell this to people as well. God ain't going to give a fuck if you pray to him or not. Like, it ain't going to affect God. It's just
like,
not.
Man, I really wish that one dude from fucking Sydney would just pray to me already. Like,
yeah. Because when I even use the word God, and this is why I can't consider myself to be a Christian or any religion, I don't believe in a heavenly Father. Even though I might use it in my prayer as an easy description, it flows off the tongue.
Yeah.
Saying Lord God. Lord is the fucking king. Like, true. You know what I mean? I don't believe there's a man.
Where's this man?
Where's this man in this guy with a beard? You know what I mean? Like, even when I pray, to me, it's literally no different. And I'm not trying to say it's similar. It's no different to manifesting. It's no different to 100%, journaling. Like,
100%.
I think
it's putting your thoughts out there.
Exactly right. I think the difference between prayer, asking you shall receive, to putting something to paper and manifesting it is just different terminology.
Yeah, 100%.
For the same thing.
It's just all philosophical in nature. And it's just crazy to think that there are people that have been essentially like on this philosophical fucking journey for fucking thousands and thousands of years. And it's just like, I don't know, it's just such a crazy thing to think of, because it's like funny when you hear people are like, oh, like I don't know, I was telling my dad the other day, I was like, oh yeah, like I journal now. I don't journal every day. But it's like if I'm having if I've had a really shit day or I'm just not feeling the best, I'll just sit down and journal. And he was like, oh, that's so new age. I'm like, well, dude, there was like Greek philosophers like thousands of years ago that were doing like similar shit. It's not that new. It's just like, I don't know. It's crazy to think that people are so like detached from that. They're like, no, that's so hippie, whatever. But it's like, people were onto this shit like a long time ago. Yeah. And like, I don't know, I'm pretty fucking happy at the moment. Like, we all could have been like, I'm not going to say that there might not have been a war, but like...
like, maybe if he just had have expressed it on a piece of paper, he wouldn't have killed them all.
Maybe the Japanese wouldn't have fucking kamikaze shit. Like,
maybe if they had have just wrote it down, they would have got it out of their system, bro. You know what I mean?
You know what? Maybe I don't want to die for the Empire. Maybe it's not that deep. Like,
But that's what I like about it, bro. I like that the fact that it is off-putting to even me, and I think it should be to most people, because I think that's 100%. How you can get yourself in trouble. People consider atheism to be closed-minded, and say Christians, for example, open-minded. But I believe if someone only believes in something because it's written in the book, to me that's a closed-minded way of thinking. Like the open-mindedness has to be able to interpret it to find out what I think. The word is logos. So even in the Bible, at first there was the word. Which comes from a transcription of over time languages being crossed over. At first there was logos. What logos is the truth hidden within all things. The overlapping thing that's the same. So say for example... Say for example, how do I think of one that makes sense? Let's just say you might have two similar things like I was mentioning earlier with an apprenticeship compared to podcasting. The logos inside of that is consistency shows results. And you can explain that as... If you get an apprenticeship and try really hard and show up on time, then eventually you become a tradesman. Or you can say, if you show up every day, you press record, you keep trying your best, and eventually, you know what I mean? The logos is consistency shows results.
Yeah, true.
So I think the logos of it all is the fundamentals, which is we are lucky to be alive. The more we practice being grateful, the better our life will be. And if we have the courage to ask and the power to imagine, we can bring those things to our reality as well. I think everyone believes, bro. I think no one believes in the same thing, but everyone, the logos is everyone believes
in something.
You know, you might believe that your partner and you're going to be together forever. You might believe that you're going to be able to graduate the course in which you decided for. You might believe that when I become a dad, I'm going to be a great one. You know what I mean? Like, we all believe in something.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think
the logos is just belief.
Yeah, like, and that's the logos, bro.
It doesn't matter what it's belief in, but it's belief.
Yeah. So I guess I never want to be someone to push a message onto anyone else, because it benefits me, and even though I believe it will benefit each individual person if they practice living a better life. It doesn't mean that it's my responsibility to make them. And that's why I have a lot of empathy for those who are way more devoured to their beliefs than I am, because say Christians, the fundamental Catholics and Christians, they're like, but if you don't admit that Jesus Christ is our Savior and confess the words of your tongue, then you're going to hell. So I hear that, I'm thinking, what? You've got to be mad.
It's like, fuck. Yeah.
You've got to be mad.
It's just, I think that's such a closed-minded approach. It's like, I don't know, it's also along the lines of like, I feel like a lot of those people aren't to blame for that closed-minded approach either. It's just, it's all they've known.
It's all they've known. And fear. Fear, you know. 100%. I think as society's grown old, even before we had society and we had hunter-gatherers and tribes, we've only been able to relay messages through stories. That's how we communicate. We paint the picture of the Heavenly Father, the man in the sky. We paint these stories to help try and articulate it to the more simpleton. You know, those who aren't able to imagine and dream and comprehend, we simplify things really small. And the fear aspect is what gets a lot of people too. They don't know what happens when they die. No one knows what happens when they die. I can believe in God as much as I want. Doesn't mean I know what happens.
No, fuck no.
It's like...
You'll never know. You'll never know until you're dead. And then you can't tell anyone.
Yeah. Then I won't even know because I'm dead.
Yeah, exactly. You'll be like, fuck. Unless we're all in some place afterwards and we're all just chilling.
Am I really dead?
Yeah. How was that? Like, that's crazy.
But I love the possibility of anything, bro. I love the possibility of the reincarnation. You know, I love the possibility of trying my life again. I love my life. I love the idea of becoming you when I die and trying your life out.
Dude, there's this one theory that I've seen. It's the shared consciousness theory. It's so interesting. It's like every single person that's ever existed at any point in time is all you. Like it's just your consciousness in different people at different points in time. Like, and I don't know, ever since I started thinking about that, I'm like, I noticed that I was like, not that I was mean to people, but like I used to, like today, literally on the way here, some fucking fucking loser, P-plater, just weaving through traffic like an absolute fuck.
Yeah.
And I was like, full fucking beeped at him, and I'm like, what a fucking loser, whatever. And then afterwards I was like, man, I've done dumb shit.
I've been that guy.
I've been that guy.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm the
he's
same.
still dumb. I
I'm
still
the
don't
same.
like him, but it's like, I can be a little bit easier on him because I'm like, I've done that.
He doesn't
So it's
like
like,
that,
I think
like-
about it all the time. I'm like, you see someone that's like doing something dumb, and it's also like, they're trying their best. That could be me, like in another time.
Yeah,
like, I don't
right.
know. Like, so.
And I love that theory too. And I play around with that idea as well because it helps explain a lot of things for me as well, like deja vu. You know what I mean? Like deja vu to me is a feeling that
100%.
can only be explained by literally saying, I've been here before. I've done this before.
Yeah.
So that kind of shows me reincarnation might be onto something.
Yeah, I was gonna say another one is the Mandela effect.
Mandela effect.
Oh, dude, me and my missus was talking about the Mandela effect yesterday, actually,
Yeah.
and I was like so dismissive of it because I was like, I just don't want to believe it. I can't remember what it was. It was like it's like core memory from a kid. I think it was like with the Pixar or the Disney logo, and it's Tinkerbell. She flies in with her little wand. I literally can picture the sound and the music that plays in it. It's never happened.
Oh, I can imagine it
And
too. Bro.
I was like talking about it to my missus yesterday.
She painted the Disney thing.
And she's like, it finishes on like a little ding.
Yeah.
Never happened, apparently. Apparently it never happened. I was like, that's so crazy. Like, she's telling me about it, and I instantly remembered it. I remembered everything about it. It's got like some little flute kind of thing playing in the background. We're at Fossey and Hannah's place, talking to them about it. They're like, yeah, I remember that too. I'm like, never happened, apparently. Can't find any videos of it. I'm like, I'd be so keen to buy a VHS player and see if I can find it.
Yeah.
But apparently it's something that's never existed. And
that's
it's like, it's so crazy. It's almost like a mass hysteria thing. It's like everyone has the exact same memory. And like,
It doesn't exist.
It's never happened. Even the same as like everyone lived the same childhood. I'm convinced.
Yeah.
Everyone around our age lived the exact same childhood.
Yeah.
Like there's so many things that you're like, oh, that was a niche thing that no one else probably did. And everyone's like, no, I did.
Well,
that.
it's like when we first started having access to social media. I remember the early day memes, very early Facebook memes, right?
Jesus.
I remember seeing a photo of one that was when you walk past a leaf and pull it apart as you continue walking. So you pick a leaf off a tree and then just start stripping it off strip by strip.
Dude.
I remember having my mind blown, like,
I can't believe
that's
other
a
people
thing.
used to do that.
You know, and like avoiding the cracks in the footpath.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like no one teaches us these things, but we
Yeah.
all share. Do you remember I had this like a couple of years ago. Do you remember the theory? I had it. That when you were a real young kid, there was a rumor that went around that there was a shark in the deep end of the pool.
Dude, we talked about this
Did
on
we?
our last podcast.
Okay,
Yeah, you were
yeah.
like out of the pool with your mate, and you were like, man, I grew up like 30 minutes away from here, and I had like heard the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, I genuinely think there was like a stigma that went across any pool with a deep end. It was like, man, you never put glasses on and look down the deep end because you'll see a fucking goggles. I mean, because you'll see a shark. And it's
Yeah.
like, just crazy, man.
Well, on that idea before, rather, so let's just say that you do get to die, and the belief is the one consciousness. That full train of thought that people have been theorizing is that we are all collecting our experiences to take back to the singularity, and that's what the singularity is. We are all one, split off into the individual, with no remembrance that we come from one. So if we are just gathering our memories and taking them back to what we call the afterlife, which is the collection of knowledge that we all share, if you now go back into this pool and you are able to experience your life, but also the effect that you had on everyone else's, whether you were good or bad, how you affected other one, were you a positive impact or a negative one? Will that not leave you in a state of either gratitude or regret? And is that not the same as dying and going to heaven or hell? You know what I mean? There's
Yeah,
logos inside
true.
of all of it.
Well, but that's, and then when you paint it like that though, you can never just be a positive or just a negative influence on someone else's life.
No.
Like you're always going to be both. So I wonder if then, like, if that, like, going along that sort of line of thinking.
But that's Taoism again. That's the Buddhism interpretation of there being no such thing as yin or yang. That it's interpretation. The only thing is that white line that goes down through the middle of it.
That's
you know.
what I mean. You're going to inherently be parts of both. Because even if you're like the most positive, most virtuous, like, you know, you're like a fucking modern day saint, you know, you've never had hair out of place, never done anything wrong. There are people that just don't like that. And that will literally look at you and just think, what a fucking,
you.
like literally, I hate you. You've
Fuck you for how you make me feel.
Yeah, seeing you has made me hate my day. Like, you're always going to leave a fucking negative impact on
hilarious.
someone, even if you don't try. Like,
That is hilarious.
oh, genuinely, but
just
like,
waving at someone who's like, fuck you. You know
Well,
what
it's
I mean?
the same as like when fucking people see when we went to Adelaide, we're walking down the street one night. It's like the first night we're trying to find food. It's like 9 o'clock at night, and like 8 full costume furries walk past.
Yeah.
They are just enjoying their day. But I fucking hated every moment of my night after that. I was just like,
just pissed.
oh man.
Yeah.
It's also fuck man. I don't even have the confidence to go outside after I don't brush my teeth.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you think that you have the level of confidence to go outside in a fucking furry suit? Like, fuck you. It's, half of it is partially jealousy.
Yeah, yeah.
How do you
Projection, right?
Oh man, exactly.
If I was confident enough to do it, maybe I would, but I'm not, so fuck you.
It's like, I'm not. So you've fucked my night
Get
off.
back inside.
You know what? I don't want dinner anymore. I'm going back to bed. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. It was actually so red hot.
Oh, it's nuts. I don't even want to get into the furry conversation. I'm not getting into it.
I know it's gonna ruin
I'm
my
like,
day.
yeah.
Fucking confident cunts.
No, it's for me personally a very positive, beneficial thing, and it's an awkward realization to come to because I've been going down the journey. You know what I mean? Like, I understand. We find evidence in the things that we believe. That's what we do as creatures. Yeah. So obviously, if I'm going to start believing there's a God, I'm going to constantly just use what used to be quote unquote coincidence to describe my new now encounter with God.
Yeah.
But because I'm experiencing it,
and
it makes it real.
Yeah.
You know?
It's no longer a coincidence. It's like, hey, I've like manifested or I've put this out into the universe, and now the universe has given it back to me.
Yeah.
So it's now no longer a coincidence. It's something that I've inherently just put out there.
Yeah, it's my new norm. It's my reality, and it's so much more beneficial than it would have been without it.
Yeah.
So of course I'm just going to keep doing it.
100%.
You know?
Hey, why change a winning recipe?
And on the off chance that, like, let's just say I decided eventually, like, for whatever reason, I don't believe it anymore, right? Part of me is also like, well, if I'm not sacrificing anything that I don't already not want, I think the Book of Temptations, realistically, is for my best interest.
Yeah.
To give up sex and drugs and gambling and alcohol and lust and fucking all these things, even fast food, bro. If I'm getting rid of the things that I know, hatred and they say love thy neighbor, you know, things like this, like turn your cheek to those who once slashed you down. Like, these are things that are going to benefit me. I'm not giving away any happiness. I'm not giving away anything that's not already. Yeah. I'm doing it selfishly. You know what I mean?
I'm doing it for me.
Yeah, it's selfish. Yeah. So I just can't see any reason why not to continue doing down the path I'm on. But I wouldn't recommend it to anyone because it also might
works different for everyone.
Someone else might find the exact same benefits by practicing meditation.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just, this is my pathway, which I think there's many.
And that's why I was like, what experience or even like just series of thoughts pushed you towards it? Because obviously, like, everyone, the way I like to think about it is like everyone has like their arc. Everyone has their origin story. Like, it's like what has pushed you into it. So like that's actually like a really interesting perspective, because I was curious as to because I know you're pretty open-minded and like, well, open-minded is probably the only way I can describe it. You're just fucking all over the shop. But it was like, I was really curious to see if it was like I've genuinely had like an epiphany, or whether it's been like I've just started noticing like little things in day to day, like you would if you were like journaling and practicing like getting out of like scarcity, lack, and fear, like mindsets or gratitude or whatever. Yeah. So it was something, because that's something that I've been like that's something that I love. There's really only one podcast I listen to, and it's 90% of the time it's all about like that. Yeah. It's the Fitness and Lifestyle Podcast by Danny Kennedy, a lovely bloke from Melbourne.
I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, he's a fucking top bloke. But like, he does a lot of like business stuff as well. Like, he's a fitness and like a fitness coach and like a mentor,
lifestyle coach. Yeah, mental coach.
Yeah. So he does a lot of like things. Like, I literally listened to the same podcast twice today. One when I was out for a walk and one on the way here. About like how to get out of like the lack mindset and like getting away from like not even a fear of failure, but actually a fear of success. It was a really, really interesting point that he talked about today. And it's like when you're changing into like inherently just becoming a better person, if you've been operating your whole life in doubt and lack and fear of failure, whatever, they then just become part of your personality, like whatever. So when you're changing into that person that you aspire to be and you're now moving away from those things, you're essentially dropping part of your personality, which is like, it's not even then a fear of failure, it's a fear of success.
Oh, okay. I'm going to come back to that because I've got a great point on that subject in a second. But
100%.
But first you said, like, I was wondering if it was an epiphany or a series of events or if it was just like evidence-based curiosity, right?
Yeah.
All three, right?
Yeah.
There's a couple things that actually did push me in the beginning. It was back when I was taking heaps of drugs, which is why that kick-started my curiosity because I remember one, very hard to describe the situation, but I'll do my best. I remember tripping out in a group scenario and really losing myself in my thought. Like I'm sure most people that have done psychedelics understand what it's like to be able to kind of
just
forget who you are in a way and look for the information again to find yourself and being in a bad trip.
Yeah.
You're scared, right?
Yeah.
I remember being scared, sitting around a fire, and I had two mates, one on this side, one on this side. Both of them extremely fucked up on different substances, different than me. We're all fucked up on different things. And then I remember seeing visually this separation between the two sides in my mind and having one side talking as if it was the right thing to do and one side talking as if it was the wrong thing to do. Once I realized it, both characters of my real life being mates revealed themselves to be God and the devil, which at this point, non-believing, non-practicing, none of the above. And they both came to realize that I realized, and then they both started speaking to me directly without them, either one of them in real life knowing what they were doing. Gibberish, word vomit, blah, blah, blah. And then it became a very eye-opening experience. Like I was aware I was tripping out, but it was like, okay, I have to really go through my next stages of life, curious as to whether I'm doing the right or the wrong thing, because either the God's pulling me towards him or the devil's dragging me down, metaphorically. And then the second thing was I remember walking home one time, pretty fucked up again, and curiously praying again. If you're real, just show yourself. Like, you know what I mean?
Like, just give me something.
Like, what, is it that? Like, you know what I mean? Is that hard? Like, do I need, just give me some evidence. If there's evidence and I don't know, am I retarded or what? And then I remember saying, if you're real, show me. Out of nowhere, got dizzy. And I mean, like, such an incredible amount of dizzy, just that I was just like, whoa. And then I had to be like, okay, I get it. Vision came back. I was like, crazy coincidence.
Pretty crazy.
You know what I mean? Crazy coincidence. Happened again, bro. Fuck, okay, I believe. I was like, yeah, but maybe I'm just fucked up. You know what I mean? Keep walking, and then all of a sudden it's like, I was like, if you're real, then show me another way. And then all of a sudden my hearing started going away. I couldn't hear the cars, couldn't hear anything until I was deaf. Yeah. And now I'm walking deaf, thinking like, am I imagining this or what? Like,
it's like, am I so fucked up right now that I'm playing into this?
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, actually, quick side note, before that, it was more like, if you'll show me something a bit more better than that, because I know I'm fucked up right now. And I swear to God, I was walking, bro, and I see the number 10. And it wasn't the house number, it was like a street number. Then I see the number 9, then my eyes go to number 8. As I'm walking, number 7, number 6. Once I got to 1, once I saw the 0, all my sound went away. And that is a psychedelic trip. I understand that. That's a trip that my mind played on me.
Yeah.
Or not. And it's like, I've just been choosing to go down that second thought.
Yeah.
Because I could, and my life would be way different, maybe the same if I went down that first one. You know, so it is epiphanies, but it's also evidence-based curiosity.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah. And the thing you just said on the fear of success, that was a really interesting point as well. I wanted to say this. I think every time you enter a new level, you do enter that fear of the success, because I remember even at some points when I decided originally to stop taking drugs, to stop drinking, to stop going out, a big part of me wanted to be able to keep doing it so I could keep having the people in my life. And I knew the success would be going sober and then losing that connection with the people that some of them I still have connection with, but 99% of them I don't. And the fear wasn't the failing, bro. The fear was succeeding and then losing people, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But in saying that, like you said, 99% of the people you don't have a connection with, like now, do you think that if you were to still have connection with not even all of those people, but even just some, do you think that would be like, do you see that as a loss? Not as a loss. Like, it's obviously it's still people that you used to kick it with and used to hang out with, but like in terms of like position, mindset, whatever, because obviously everyone has an impact. Do you think that would have been something that would have been like, you know what I mean? Like it could have altered even just this conversation right now.
Yeah.
Just one of those people still being in your life. You know what I mean?
I think that everything obviously happened for a reason. It was happening for the best reason. That's how I choose to look at things as well. However, there was still loss, and it's the sacrifice we have to make as people. Every now and then we have to learn, and I've said it on the podcast a million times, like I don't sacrifice anything. Yeah. I just add more stuff on top of what I already have.
Yeah, sure.
But I realised I have been sacrificing. I just haven't sacrificed what I consider to be those things.
The big sacrifices.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to sacrifice in order to save money. I have to stop spending. Why don't I just go earn more? You know what I mean? That's how I've been looking at it.
But then in doing that, you're sacrificing your time.
Sacrificing my time.
To work more, to earn more money.
Yeah. So we are always sacrificing. And sacrificing is a hard thing and a scary thing because, yes, if I continued to go down that same road and I was still using, I was still like wasting my time doing certain things and not trying to elevate, I have sacrificed all those bonding moments, whether they were superficial or not. Yeah. There was still all the coke talks at 2:00 in the morning, dude. Bro. There was still all the running from cops, doing dumb shit, having fun, like
all the fucked up I love yous at 3:30. Bro, I love you so much.
just getting safe in a really unsafe situation, the adrenaline, the thrill, the rush. Like I did have to sacrifice a lot of those things, which is a loss, you know. It is definitely a loss, you know.
Yeah, okay.
And even though life is better now, bro, the fear of success is like, it's I don't even know if we should call it a fear of success. It might just be called the sacrifice of success.
Yeah.
The thing you have to
fear
go
of sacrifice even.
Yeah, fear of sacrifice.
100%.
Yeah.
I was going to say I had 2 more questions.
Yeah. Shoot away.
All right. What do you reckon is the biggest myth around being a content creator, if there is one? So, like, you know, every job's like, you know, you think all these common misconceptions, like, and it's like, it's a bit of a two-parter. Like, why do you think it's become a misconception? If you had to put anything down as a myth or biggest myth around.
Okay, I reckon I've got a few, to be honest.
Yeah,
I
thought you'd probably have a couple.
Like, I am aware of it because I participate in it, that the life that you see isn't the real life, you know? Like, I post the stories of the fun, best highlights of my day. True. And the first myth on that subject would be that everything's always awesome. Because I don't post me fucking cleaning and fucking being sick and the arguments I might have with my friends and family and missus. And like, life is the same for me as it is for everyone else.
Yeah, 100%.
And I know that people would obviously look at me like that because I look at other content creators like that, and I also know them personally. And even though I know them to have their life with their troubles and sufferings, I still look at them online and see the perfect
they're
life.
So happy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so the
100%.
biggest misconception would be that like someone that you're looking at online has an easier life than you.
100%.
That's the biggest misconception.
Yeah.
And then the second misconception would be that another thing that really does suck as well about content, which I've been learning a lot in the last few months to deal with, is I am posting the highlights, right? So then it looks like there's this awesome, fun time being had. But every time I pull my phone out, I remove myself from having the fun. And that's a big wake-up call to me. Because last year I went to fucking 20 shows. I went to all these fun activities and events. But I spent the whole time watching it through my phone, bro. Trying to get the best shot of my favorite artist. Trying to fucking... And I wasn't present in those moments.
Yeah.
And I think that... And this is a theory that I might try and work on a bit in the future, that by recording and giving someone else the impression that it's the best time, you're giving them the best time instead of having it yourself.
Yeah. You're just giving someone else that dopamine hit that you...
That I didn't have, bro. You know, like 100%. I'm so fixated on the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Which is so good for me now because I have a videographer. So he'll come for me for my fun activities, for my weekly vlogs, for my events and planning. And I can be present again.
Yeah, 100%. Like, yeah, you've got to talk to the camera and whatever, but you're still there, you're still present, you're doing the thing. You're not having to stress about, you know, getting the right lighting or, you know, fucking whatever. You're just there doing it.
Making sure I got the moment. I'll just do 100%. The moment this time instead.
100%. I was gonna say it's interesting that you bring up like live music and artists and stuff like that. Like me and my missus literally had a conversation this morning about like I've been getting really anxious before concerts and stuff lately. I'll be like she'll ask me, she'll be like, "Hey, do you want to come fucking see this band? Like, we're going to see tomorrow night to see the Plot and You, heavier artists. Got a meet and greet, which is fantastic. She asked me, I was like, yeah, that'd be so sick. And then this morning I woke up, I was like, fuck, I've listened to like 4 of their songs. And I'm fucking meeting them tomorrow. The imposter syndrome is so real. It's like there are probably going to be people in that crowd tomorrow that have fucking listened to them since they were fucking 14 or some shit.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, these people snapped up all the meet and greet tickets. They're so lucky. And I'm like, oh, I don't really know you that well. Like shit. I mean, like I've listened to you in the gym a couple of times. Like, I don't know. So it's like literally a conversation that we had this morning about like I'm sort of trying to cut off going to concerts that unless it's someone that I'm like desperately wanting to see. Because it's like for me, it's like if I wake up in the morning, like if I wake up on Thursday morning, or like if I picture myself waking up on Thursday morning, do I think I would have like, do I think I'd feel like regret that I missed out on last night? And if it's, I don't think I would regret it, then I don't want to go. Yeah. So, and I just don't enjoy, like, fucking got to get all the way in there and there's never any parking, so you've got to catch a train. And you're just standing in a sweaty room and, like, all these concerts now, like, no one just sticks to weekends anymore. They're doing, like, Tuesday nights. Bro, that's the hardest thing. Fuck, man. I got to work tomorrow. I got to be up at, like, 4 a.m. Yeah. I'm out here until, like, they're like playing 19 songs or some shit and they come on at 10 p.m.
And they plan it so you want to hear the first few and then the last few.
Yeah, you know they're playing all these songs in the middle and I'm like, fuck, go home right now. Yeah. And it's just like, and man, I just call it getting old or whatever. I'm like, I just don't enjoy moshing that much anymore either. So I'm just like, I want to go and find a seat with a good view. I can sit down and whatever. Otherwise, I get halfway through because they're not moving. My back's sore. My knees are getting sore. Like this, fuck, I just spend the whole time thinking, this sucks, man. Unless it's someone that I'm like, holy fuck, I really, really want to see them. Yeah. You know, I like know heaps of their songs or I've listened to them forever or whatever. Or I even just like, I've only just started listening, but I'm really enjoying them. If it's not someone that I really, really enjoy, just like I don't want to go. And like I feel bad because like I feel like she loves concerts. She goes to them all the time. That's her thing. She used to camp out for them when she was like 16, 17, 18. I could never do it. She has such a level of dedication to it. And it's like that's her thing and I know that she loves sharing her things with me. So I feel really bad that I can't, or like that I don't want to go, but I also just don't want to be so anxious all the time. Yeah. Right?
And that's part of being in a relationship as well. You know, you don't have to always be there to do the other person's thing, but you give yourself them when you can. You have to 100%. Pour from a full cup, you know what I mean? You have to
100%.
Try and pour from an empty cup and all of a sudden you start getting dehydrated, bro. You start suffering yourself. So, yeah, I guess if you just go every now and then with her, bro, 100%. Perfect, you know? But it's a worth it or not. It's a great question, eh? The FOMO aspect of am I going to regret going or not? Yeah. That's how I'd make most of my decisions. Will I wish I went or not?
Yeah, like will I wake up in the morning and someone's put up a video of it and will I sit there and be like, fuck, I wish I went? It's like if the answer is even slightly yes, I'll go. Yeah. But like if it's like a pretty resounding like, nah, I actually don't think okay. Because obviously, like, your mood fluctuates. Like, man, she'll be like, oh, do you want to come see this show? And I might just be in a really, really good mood. And I'll be like, yeah, that would actually be fucking hectic. And then it comes up to it and I'm like, man, I would also love a night where I don't have to do anything. Like, I can sit at home and, like, you know what I mean? I don't have to go through all the logistics of trying to fucking get to this concert and whatever. Like, which sounds like such a first world problem, but it's like, genuinely, like, fuck,
it's a mish, bro. Trust me, I know. Do you know I moved here so I can be closer to Akka Stadium? That's the only reason I picked this suburb because I was so sick of the effort it would take to go 2 places. Now it's a 4-minute trip. That's all it is.
Like you could walk if you even had to.
I could walk there easily and maybe not easily, but I could definitely get there in 15 minutes by walking.
Yeah, I was going to say 15, 20 probably. Yeah. So that'd be like, fuck, man. If I lived here, I'd be going to so many footy games. Like, So that's the other thing that sucks too, especially being like out in Penrith. Like, unless you support Penrith, you've got the field out there. It's like, fuck, you got to travel. And it's like, you fight for parking. And people just, when it comes to like shit like that, man, you just really see, I feel like the worst in people. Like, everyone's like, oh, well, I'm more important than everyone else. My time matters more than anyone else. 100%. I've got to get home right now. Like, and it's like, man, we're all in the same spot. Like, just fucking, if everyone chilled out, it wouldn't be that bad. No. It's like, no one would be fucking arguing with each other. People wouldn't be fucking fighting in the car park. Like, it's just like, the world would be such an easier place. Such an easier place.
Yeah. But I think it's not the only misconceptions as well. But that point on the whole missing out on the moment, I think that's one of the things that isn't envious about being someone doing content, because it's a letdown. I've had to take a step back when it comes to what I do and don't want to record now. Yeah. Because even say with my partner, anytime with my partner, I don't record what I'm doing.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? This is a really obvious moment where like she's doing distracted or whatever. Then I'll do it.
But it's like you want to be present.
I want to be present, bro. That's a skill you lose when you start doing content. I'd say another misconception would be they can do it and I can't. Right? Like this person has a personality to be on camera. I don't have that. I'm a bit more awkward. I don't always have the same level of energy or whatever it is. Like no one making content is always up to standard, ready to post. Oh, let's fucking go. Pull the camera out. Let's do it. Yeah. Everyone gets nervous. Out of everyone I've done 100%. Content with, and I've done content with people with fucking that don't do content, and I've done podcasts with people who have hundreds of thousands of followers. Everyone feels nervous as soon as you start recording 100%. The podcast. Everyone feels nervous as soon as they jump on someone else's Instagram video.
Dude, like, I fucking sitting here. I thought you had the cameras rolling from the start. I was like, yes, sweet. And you're like, I'm going to turn them on. And I was like, fuck. Yeah. Just that instant wave of like, oh, well, this is going online. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? It's putting yourself out there.
Dude, I feel that when I do other people's podcasts. Yeah, 100%. Part of me might feel nerves for a microsecond, but I can't notice it anymore for my own channels. But if I go on someone else's channel as a guest, I'm thinking, bro, what the fuck am I going to talk about? How do I have a conversation for an hour straight, bro? You know what I mean? What if I don't know what to say, bro? You know what I mean?
Like, so fuck, they want me to talk for an hour? I know I talk for 2.5 on mine, but like they want me to talk for an hour? Shit, I'm going to run out.
And then when I finish doing it, I'm nervous as fuck for it to come out now, bro. I'm like, this is how my guests feel, bro. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, legit.
What did I talk about? How am I going to come across, bro? You know?
Oh, bro. I remember when you first started, when we did our last one, bro, it was out so quick. Yeah. Because I remember I was like, I think it was like the next day, I was like, oh, I'd like had a bit of time to reflect, and I was like, oh, do you reckon you could like, send me like a link like while you're still at like just a raw thing or whatever, and you're like, oh dude, it's like scheduled to come out at like 5 p.m. And I was like, fuck, that was so quick. That's right. I was like, yeah, because I remember I was chatting mad shit about some dude, ended up getting cut out, but I was like, I just want to make sure that I didn't talk too much shit just in case it didn't get cut. And I was like, you're like, oh shit, bro, it's out of my hands. Like it's not in the process of being uploaded right now.
It's not up to me anymore. Fuck. And make it worse, I'm not even home.
Yeah, you're like, man, if it's shit, like it's gonna have to wait. Like,
it's like, bro, I wish I could help, but it's coming out and I won't be home for when it comes out.
Yeah. Oh fuck. Nah, I listened to it and I was like, oh thank God. Yeah. Just cut the whole bit out. And I was so nervous about it because I had to see him the next day too. So I was like,
yeah. I guess that's the misconception would be that some people can do it and some people can't, because
definitely
you learn to become more of yourself online. Like you fall into a role of a content creator somehow. You adopt the confidence and the slang and the ability to be able to talk non-stop and get things out without stumbling. And
like you were saying earlier, it's the same thing as an apprenticeship. Yeah. You know, like your first day on site, you're not going to walk in and fucking give all the boys shit, you know? Like if you're there as like a fucking first week apprentice, and you know your tradesman's like 10 minutes late, he's gonna be like, oh, you know, so I'm a bit late, and you'll be like, no, that's okay. It's not until your third or fourth year you're like, oh fucking Arvo shifts here, like, you know what I mean? Like it's you take time to get that and build that confidence in that. It just comes with like just even familiarity with like what was originally the unknown. Just becomes more and more known.
Yeah, and I love that all of that is documented for myself anyway. Like I remember being consciously aware that when I did my first episode that it's going to be shit. I remember being aware of the fact that it's going to get better over a couple hundred episodes, and I remember thinking, I can't wait to put this out and have it be shit, so that one day in 5 years from now I can look back and see how much better it's gotten.
Yeah, 100%. And like, it keeps you grounded. It's like gives you points of reference.
Yeah, and it's mad now as well, because like even on Saturdays I'm paying someone, like, you know, I've got a videographer, he comes out, and I'm very fortunate. The guy that I'm using, Luca, shout out to Luca, he's got a directive approach as well. So he has...
Oh, nice. So he can actually steer you around a little bit. That's what you want.
That's what I was looking for, and that's what I found, bro. And this kid is a beast. Like,
yeah, that's good.
oh my gosh. Like, so I can have an idea and a premise, but I can
he'll
just
be
be doing
like,
my thing. He's
cool,
like,
here's how we're going to do it.
I'm going to go over there and get a shot from here as well. And then like, also like, you should say something about this. And
That's
now
mad.
I'm not fucking around, bro. Like, he shows up and it's like, what's up, YouTube? Let's fucking do it. Gonna be a hectic
Yeah,
vlog for the day,
100%.
you know?
You're like, fucking let's, like, it's no, like, it takes the guesswork out of it. It just makes it easier. It allows you then to be, like, a little bit less, like, stressful, more authentic. And it's just, like, I don't know. I feel like it's sharing that workload as well. So you're like, yeah, you're paying the dude. But, like, he's also taking that extra element of, like, here's, like, what you're doing is good, but, like, let's make it better.
Yeah. Okay, I thought of another misconception. Mad misconception. You don't make money doing it. You don't make money doing it, bro.
Yeah, you need to have like millions.
Right. I reckon this year my content creator fund might have earned me maybe by now $50 in this month. Maybe.
Yeah.
And that's pushing. I might have even been on $30 still for this month. And I invest a lot of money into it.
Yeah.
But that's because this is my fucking passion.
100%.
I'm investing in the future too because I have faith that it's going to be an income.
Yeah.
But it's been 4 years of spending all my money on equipment and cameras and setups and studios.
Yeah, but even look like fucking since I can literally say from the first time we recorded to now, fucking crazy.
Yeah,
you literally had 2 little plug-in mics and 2 little fucking like SLR cameras on a fucking on a shelf.
Picnic table,
and we're at opposite ends of what I can only assume was used as a beer pong table. And that was it.
Yeah.
That was it. Like we were sitting there and we both sort of sat down and went like just verbal diarrhea for like 3.5 hours. And it was like mad.
Yeah. I'd say I'm where I am today because of the work I put in when it comes to my career. The content is something I do on the side every second of the way. I've invested more money into content than I could have if I have 2 investment properties so far. Like this is what my investments are.
Yeah.
Everything I have comes from working hard.
Yeah.
And I would recommend to anyone, if you're going to do it, do both because you
100%.
need to have the money to fund it.
Oh, dude, absolutely. And like, I don't know, I've got like a few mates that are obviously not so much in the content creation scheme, but like have tried the like, well, actually, no, I suppose no, it's still content creation, but like I've tried like the streaming avenue, especially through COVID. Like that was when it was at its fucking peak. And it was like as soon as COVID ended, they were like mad, or like right up till like COVID was ending, they're like mad, obviously because they're not working. Everyone's not working. This is where everyone's livelihood is. Streamers made so much money. They gained a bunch of popularity, but like if you weren't in that cut, you fucking COVID ended, people went back to work and they were like, yeah, I'm just going to stream full time. And then they're like, whoa, my views have dropped off like fucking 500% because no one's at home. No one's at home anymore. So it's like, I don't know. I think that one's a bit of a no-brainer, but like I feel like for some people you got to really fucking
bro, like I tell my mates all the time they want to get into content. Like I know youngins as well that just want to be a YouTuber and fucking build this life as a social media influencer. But even when you get to 50,000 followers, you still got to have money coming in because
100%.
you can turn it into a brand and a business once you've already established it. But
you need time and money to establish it first.
Yeah, and it takes money to get attention to. So it takes, and it's a shame, but it sometimes takes, depending on what niche and audience you want to get into, but like a shoe collection or like jewelry or a nice car, or it takes experiences and going out and spending money on activities and trying out food, bro. Like a lot of, don't even worry about the equipment you have to buy when it comes to cameras and shit. My videographer's camera, I pay him like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars a week, right? But just if I was to buy his setup, he brings $25,000-$30,000 worth of equipment every week. So like, which part of the road do I want to go down? Like buy my own shit or get my own guy?
Oh, dude. And at least, like you said, if you get your own guy, that's just one less problem that you have to worry about. Like, because like even like me and Foster were talking the other day. He's like, oh, I fucking want to buy something else. I was like, oh, he's been talking about signing up at the gym. And I was like, I'm biased. I'm like, come to World Gym Penrith. It's the fucking best gym there is.
World Gym Penrith is
it's
gym,
so goated. But like, I'm like, oh, dude, come to World Gym. Like, we'll train together, whatever. And he's like, oh, I kind of want to buy like some home gym stuff, you know, like $800. He's like, found a squat rack for $800. It's a one-off payment. It's done. I'm like, yeah, but like, you know, you're getting an apartment soon. You're going to have the space for it. And he's like, I mean, like barely, but like, how do I get the shits with it? blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, then do you just pay the little bit more money? He's like, because it's like $800 for this thing, one off, or like close to like $1,400 a year for the gym. And I was like, in the grand, it's over a year, man. Like, you're paying it weekly. Like, in the grand scheme of things, it's also one less problem that you have to deal with. You don't have all that shit around your house. You don't have to worry about fucking putting it all away. And, you know, like, oh, I've sweat all over the floor. Let me just mop it up. Like, you don't have to worry about fucking any of that. Shit breaks. You don't have to replace it. Like, it's just one less problem that you have to have in your fucking cognitive bandwidth.
Like, absolutely.
It's just, I don't know. I think for me, like, I'm always like, as well, my parents have always been like that. They're like, pay the man his money. Like,
poor man pays twice. That's
it, man. But it's
poor
also like,
twice.
Yeah, like you pay twice, but like, fuck, if you're getting something taken off your hands, man, pay the money.
Yeah.
Like, if you can afford to do it, pay it.
Every time I've ever not bought the thing that I wanted and went for the cheaper option, I've regretted it. Every time.
Yeah.
Hands down, 100% of the times. First time I remember, staple memory in my mind, I wanted to get a pair of Beats headphones when they first came out.
Yeah.
It was an extra like $200 for the wireless. And I thought to myself, like, nah, I'll get the wired one. Like, fuck, I'll save some money. First time I've ever had that thought, worst decision I've ever made in my life. I regretted it from the moment I fucking first put them on.
He's like, man, I could leave my phone over there and walk over here and still listen.
Yeah, right. I'm like trying to fucking be aesthetic at the gym, have to put it down through me fucking thing, and then fucking phone falls out of my pocket, bang, no more music now, it's playing on speaker, I look like a dickhead.
You're like, fuck no, Katy Perry, shut up. Like,
Yeah,
100%. Oh, dude, that fucking happens all the time. Like, I bought a fucking, like a Yeti cooler for work. And I bought there's like the 8 can or the 12 can hopper, and it was literally $49 in price difference. The 8 can was like $300, the 12 can was like $349. And I was like, fuck, I don't know if I need one that big. I don't know if it'll fit between the seats and the ambulance, whatever. I knew it did, but I was like, oh, you know, like it's a bit bigger, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'll just buy the cheaper one first. And now I'm like, fuck, I wish I just spent $50 extra, got the bigger one, and just dealt with the little niggly problems as they came. Because now I'm like, I now have to spend $350 more just to get one that suits my needs.
and that's why the poor man pays twice every time, bro.
Man, it's so dumb. So dumb.
Yeah.
It's like when you go to buy shit on Marketplace and you get it and it's shit.
Oh,
and you're like,
bro.
fuck, I wish I just had bought a new one.
It's like whenever I used to buy things off Wish, they'd buy like a fucking spanner and it comes in, it's like a keychain.
It's a fucking tiny. It's like, oh, dude, my dad got stitched up, tried to buy a TV, and it was like a TV remote, and he sent it out. It was like that big. I was like, what a fucking idiot, bro. Why would you not just go on to Samsung's website and fucking buy one from there? At least you know it's going to work.
Yeah.
He was only saving like fucking $12 or something. He's like, I've seen an ad for it. And I'm like, you're so bad for Facebook shopping.
Bad.
So funny. He's like I've got photos of him somewhere like trying to change channels and it's like fucking tiny. It doesn't work, obviously. But so funny.
Yeah, it's mad. Well, I thought the one more answer to your question towards the thing as we were talking, before we get to the next question, one more misconception when it comes to making content as well, is that it's a big pursuit of mine as well, right? 100%. Like I'm always enjoying it, so I want to do more of it. And then of course the little things that make a difference, which you try not to pay attention to, but they do, the superficial things like, oh, this got heaps of views, oh, this got heaps of likes, oh, this got heaps of followers. Like those superstitious things aren't the reason you do it. The reason you do it is because it's fun. And then you try and turn it into a business. But then all of a sudden you start to become this guy that's focused on all these things that you never wanted to be focusing on, you know? Yeah. And then you can't relate in a lot of the things with people who aren't doing content either. And it does separate you and put you into a different category of people that you're not as comfortable with and familiar with. Yeah. Like, obviously I can call people I know that do content and have a good chat to them about, oh, I'm thinking this will be a great video idea and doing this and that. But my missus doesn't want to hear me talk about fucking video ideas all the time. My best mates don't want me to talk about how, oh, what are you doing on the weekend? Oh, I'm going to do this video idea, this and that. It's like, I just want to fucking talk shit, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
just want to fucking go and catch up and fucking grab a beer or go and do whatever. Like,
I'm aware that
it's full fucking.
Yeah, bro. I'm aware that it comes across as if someone that I was speaking to is only ever speaking about their job.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how it comes across. And that's a shame. That's a big shame with it.
Yeah, because it's like, it's a passion of yours. You know, you're excited to be sharing your passion. Like, obviously you're already sharing it, but like being able to share it with the people closest to you on like a more intimate level. Yeah. But you're like, I don't want to become droning.
Nah, yeah. So yeah, I'd say that'd be it. There's a few misconceptions when it comes to content. It is fun because I enjoy it. It is easy. Anyone can get into it. It's just not what it appears to be. I would tell anyone, don't be envious of anyone you can see making content.
Yeah.
Like,
you don't see all of it.
It's a lot of hard work too.
No, 100%.
It's a fucking, bro. I was doing fucking, for the first 15 days of the year, I was doing a gym video and a food video of what I ate and what I trained.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it anymore. It ain't fucking worth the effort it took to put into it, bro. Every time I ate, I have fucking record it. Every set, I have to record it. I have to, before I fall asleep, I've got to edit 2 videos. I don't want to edit. I'm like, why am I doing something I don't want to do? You know what I mean? Like, what am I doing 100%. This for?
I was going to say, I was like, I feel like I haven't seen any of those gym posts.
Yeah, bro. It's just not fun. Like, it's just work, bro.
Yeah.
There's enough work. I spend minimum 38 hours enough a week doing content. Yeah, exactly. I'm not doing it anymore.
Yeah, you don't want it to feel like work. It's a passion.
Yeah.
You want it to feel, like, obviously not every day is going to be easy and not every day is going to be super cruisy, but you don't want it like every day where it becomes like a few days in a row where it's like, this is getting draining. It's like, I need to cut this out.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. It's crazy. Even a drink review per day is like a lot for me, bro.
Oh, man. Yeah.
I've been skipping days lately. 100%. Shoot me another one, Sammy boy.
I've got my last one that I have written down. I think I already know the answer to it, though, because I did see you put a video up about it.
Dude, you said you got the gift of the gab. I got the gift of the gab myself,
mate.
Brother. So.
But what's a recent purchase that you think has either changed or impacted your life, and what led you to that decision?
Oh, I know you're going to think that I'm going to say my Ranger. Is that what you're going to think?
No.
All right, let me think. Okay. Did we speak about it already?
No, we haven't spoken about it. But I've seen you put up quite a lengthy Instagram story about it.
Oh, my bed.
Your bed.
Oh, my God.
That's what I thought it was. When I
didn't even
sat
think
there
about
and watched the whole thing where you're like, climate control, this,
you got to get into it after
I was
this.
like,
you got to get into bed after this.
I was like, man, that sounds fucking hectic.
Damn. Okay, that's actually a really good one. I probably wouldn't have got to that unless you bring that up. Investing in my bed was one of the best decisions I've ever made.
Yeah.
Hands down. Yeah. It was expensive. I almost spent 10 grand on my bed.
Fuck.
I reckon maybe even more. Maybe I spent 13, I think. By the time I bought sheets, mattress toppers, all these things, it was a lot. And then I'm a fucking idiot
fucking
because my bed wasn't here yet, and I went out and bought all the sheets and mattress protectors and quilts and shit. And the bed came and it was a size bigger than what I remembered it was, so I had to go rebuy everything again. So I just gave it all. I gave like almost 2 grand worth of shit to my missus.
Fucking hell, Jesus Christ!
So she was like, and we were only dating for like maybe 10 days, and I'm like, you hit the lottery with
here's so much bedding.
yeah. And you hit the
such a random gift too. Like, thanks, I guess.
Because it was her size bed, so I was like, fuck, you can just have it all. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need it. So I'd say my bed was mad because like I'm not one to get much sleep. Like, obviously I've been sick for the last twice this year. I've been sick for like 6 days. So I've been sick. So I sleep a lot.
Yeah.
But when I'm not and I'm only getting 4 or 5 hours of sleep max, I'm getting deep sleep, bro. This bed will bring me back into REM. If it hears me snore, it lifts. If it hears me rustle and it feels me moving around, it changes the temperature. Like,
it's fucking crazy.
I sleep good, bro. I sleep good.
When I seen you put your story up, I was like, fuck. Even just the temperature control on its own, I was like, that is something I need. Especially at the moment, like our house is like, we're in like a duplex. So it's just one long, narrow hallway and the bedrooms shoot off that. Got one split system at one end, one split system at the other end, but it doesn't go into the rooms. Oh. So the rooms are just fucking scorching. Like if you have a hot day, man, you can have AC on all day, all the doors open, all the blinds down, does not fucking make a difference. And it's like we're in the process now of like just getting a pedestal fan in the hallway to like redirect the air in. And
that would actually work really well. You know?
I think it would, but that's like
that would work actually, just so you know, perfectly. Yeah. As an air conditioning mechanic, that would cool your room completely.
Oh, I fucking hope so, because that's like, I'm like, fucking tomorrow I'm going to Kmart to buy a pedestal fan. Last night wasn't too bad, but the night before was disgusting.
You know, at Kmart at the moment, they have really mad fans too, like ones that like, I think I bought a couple for my missus the other day. They weren't that expensive, maybe $80 each. Yeah. And these are the best ones you can get. They're like stand-up ones, aesthetic, look good. They swivel, increase the speed of the fans, all this. Like, just get a couple of those. They look good. They're quiet. Yeah, they're not this big.
Yeah. I was just like, fuck, man, I need something. Because it was like, because it's the hallway has like a little S-bend in it, like halfway. So the air comes in like really cold and it sits in the bathroom, like an ensuite. So I was like, we'll just leave all the doors open. My missus is so scared of leaving the doors open at night.
Yeah.
And I'd get it sometimes as well because the cat will like run up and down the hallway and it sounds like there's someone in your house like all the time. So it's like I'll wake up in the middle of the night and I'll be like, fucking who's that? It's just fucking, it's such a problem. But because I seen obviously your full story.
Bro,
about it,
yeah,
like,
man, it is, bro. Like, you can set it up on your phone and you can send an invite to your partner and then they can set up their side of the bed. So
that was my next question. I was like, fucking, how does it work with two people?
Yeah.
That's mad.
So I can even do it myself off my phone. I can set up both sides. You have options to go left, right, both.
Yeah.
But then I've got an alarm clock. It wakes me up. It vibrates. Like, it knows, you can set your schedule of when you know you're getting to bed every day, or you can have open schedule if you're on shift work. Yeah. And as you're getting home, it'll start cooling down. So by the time you get into bed, it's at the desired temperature already. And like, bro, as soon as I get into bed, I'm asleep. And as soon as I'm ready, I wake up and I'm deep rested every day, no matter how long.
I'm so jealous.
It's the best investment.
Because I've tried like the cooling blankets and whatever. They're all right, but like they're really good. Like I noticed that I think the material that they're made out of. If we drape them over a couple chairs and leave them in front of the AC for like not even 15 minutes, bro, you go to put it on like that side down. Cool. And it stays cool for a while. But if it's like just like we'll have it on the end of the bed sometimes, it's just like a throw blanket, it just gets hot. It does nothing to cool you down. It's like fuck. The amount of nights so far this summer that we've slept with like an ice pack each, like just wrapped up in a tea towel, holding it to go to bed like full povo style, man. Like we're laid in bed like, fuck, is this how we're going to live the rest of our lives until we can afford a house with ducted? Like, fuck. But no, the pedestal fan, or just a fan in general, is on my list. Yeah. So I was looking at like the mobile AC units, but I was like,
don't bother.
Yeah. I was like, man, they're a cunt to run.
Yeah.
You got to fucking have an exhaust out your window. You got to clean like your drip trays and shit out. If it flows over onto the carpet, I'm fucked. Like, it's just more shit. It's just more effort than it's worth. And they're like fucking couple $100 each.
Yeah.
And like, if you want one that's like quiet so you can actually sleep, $1,000 or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, fuck that. Just cannot be fucking asked to do that.
You know what was another good investment where I spent my money lately that I'm very grateful I did, which is not financial advice, this one at all. Yeah. Right? I went from owning a home, fucking 3 years, paying off my mortgage, to pretty much being in a position now where interest rates were going to drop off me because I paid off enough. I would be paying less. House started to see equity build inside of it, which was going to go up again in the next 24 months. Yeah. And I decided this ain't for me. Yeah. I'm not doing this anymore. So I sold my home. I moved to an area in which I wanted to live instead. It's where we are here. We're at Wentworth Point. And I drove that money all the way down to zero. I spent every single dollar because like, fuck it, why not, right? Yeah, so I've been living for fucking 8 months.
Why not, eh?
I've been living. There isn't a thing that I've wanted that I haven't been able to get. And I've driven all the way down to dry. Believe me, I'm in debt again. I'm working now, paying that off. Yeah. And it's a climb that I'm happy to make again. I'm happy to put in hard hours again and do it like I'm doing now.
It's like just that grind.
Yeah, which I'll enjoy. I'm subcontracting again. I'm doing my own work, getting my own jobs, and it's a nice pursuit again, so it's not financial advice, but for my own mental health, I am way happier. I don't know what 10, 15 years are going to look like in the future. I don't know if I'll look back and regret on it.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have known that even if you had kept the house.
Yeah, all I know is if I was still there living in a suburb which I didn't want to live because it's all I could afford at the time and able to get my foot in the door as a property owner, I wasn't happy, bro. Wasn't happy. You know, and I don't think the answer to people is you should just aim to buy a house, aim to buy a house, aim to buy a house. Yeah. The aim should be aim to be where you're most comfortable. Yeah. You know? If you have little things that you say, I shouldn't be doing this, I shouldn't be doing that, cut them out. And if you have little things that you think to yourself, I probably should be doing this, I probably should be doing that, aim towards them. Yeah, but the 100%. Answer isn't, bro, get your foot in the door. It's not. It came with a lot of struggle for me. I was like, I'm way happier now I'm spending a lot more money on rent than I would be if I was living in a different suburb, realistically. And it leaves way less room for savings. It doesn't like have an abundance. I'm not fucking rich. I'm doing as well as everyone else.
But you're rich in another sense. You're rich in like fucking. I can go downstairs and go like even when we were walking around before, I was like, fuck, did not realize how close everything is. And like you could fucking realistically like if you were working like an office job or something in Sydney Olympic Park or even in the city, you could fucking sell your car tomorrow, and be sweet.
Yeah.
Like, be so sweet. You could literally buy a pushy
Yeah.
for like $200 and be set.
Yeah.
Like, it's in such a fucking convenient spot. It's a fucking nice apartment. Like, I was like, Wentworth
Appreciate
Point,
it.
I was like, man, I don't know, like, what the fuck is even around there. Even driving in, I was like, what the fuck? I've never been down this side of fucking Sydney Olympic Park before.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I couldn't be more grateful for it. I'm very excited to move again.
Yeah.
My goals have changed. What I'm looking for is different again. I've got a new goal in mind in which I want to do. What a big long-term goal I'm aiming towards. But even in the short foreseeable future, I can see myself not living here anymore either. Like,
Okay. And I think that's like, it's a fair assessment to, like, it's, everything in life is fucking dynamic. Nothing is fucking constant. So I suppose, if you, opinions and views change over time. Like, for me, I'm like, I know that like I've like always been surrounded by people like my old boss. Well, not even my old boss. I still do cashies for him on the side here and there. But I've known him since I was like 10. And he's been telling me since I was like 18, he's like, dude, stop going out and partying, save your money, buy some shitty fucking apartment in some areas and just don't even live in it. Just fucking lease it out. Literally just have it as another source of income. He found one that was like $350K. He goes, man, you get 10%. He's like, $35,000 is all you need. And back then I was like, 35 grand? I don't have 35 grand. Now I'm like, fuck, I could, like, if I tried, I could get 35 grand.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
That's the maddest part about getting older. You're like, okay, I'll get 35 grand. Like, how hard can that be?
Yeah, it's like, okay, give me like a year. Like, give me like a year of not even like, I don't know. That's been another really good realization for me as well. It's like that I don't have an abundance of money, but money itself as a concept is in abundance. Yeah. I think of it as like a free flowing, like a whirlpool.
Great.
And it's like, genuinely, it's like, it will always, as long as I'm not being a fuckwit, it will always be available.
Yeah.
Like, there's no point, like, me and my missus went through a period, like, we've just moved out, started a new job. Like, there's so many uncertainties with everything, with life, like, blah, blah, blah. Fucking just looking after, you know, someone else's house for the first time. Fucking paying for her new car and all this shit. It was stressful. Like, it was stressful financially, it was stressful emotionally, physically, whatever. But I think the biggest point was like the financial side of it, because it was like, fuck, we want to be able to buy one day. Like, that's, for us, that's still the goal. Yeah. So like, while I wish I had have bought when I was 18, you know, on this little fucking dodgy fucking strata fucking trap of an apartment in St. Mary's, probably on Glossop Street or some shit. Somewhere fucking just
Mars Road,
100%. I know that deep down, as soon as I buy a home, I want to live in it. Because like I just want to fucking, I have like 3 things in life that my fucking non-negotiables. I want to get married, I want to have kids, and I want to own a home. Yeah. And I want to be able to, like, the overarching, the logos of that is I just want to be able to provide. Like, I want to be able to go out and be like, I'm fucking working hard to earn money for my family to have a good life. Yeah. Like, that's just, I just want to be a fucking family man. That's all I want to do. Yeah. So being able to differentiate like that thought process of fuck, we're struggling financially versus like money comes and money goes. Especially for me, like I'm on a salary, but it's like dependent on your amount of overtime and stuff like that as well, which we work a fucking shitload of overtime. Obviously your penalties, like your shift, different shift rates, and like depending on whether you're working a Saturday, Sunday, what breaks, like your cribs, if you miss them, whatever. So like, for example, last pay, I work like 9 shifts in the last fortnight. And I work like, pardon me. I work like 800 minutes of overtime, which is fucking a stupid amount for me. I was like, fuck. And in this next pay, I think I'm working 4 shifts. Yeah. I'm working 3 shifts because I'm getting, obviously Ryan has engagement off. Yeah. So I'm literally working.
Oh, what day is his engagement?
It's this Saturday, 31st.
Okay, I need to find out what time.
It starts at 2.
Okay, I'll be there
Starts
by 2.
at 2.
I'll be there by 2. Yeah. Thank God, bro. Thank God you just told me that. I've planned a full Saturday. I even told him the other day when I spoke to him on the phone, please keep reminding me. Yeah, it's even in my calendar.
31st.
Yeah, and
So
I planned a
4
full
days.
fucking day. I'm so glad you just bring that up.
Yeah,
I've
4 days.
I'm going to have to tell my videographer, pause. yeah.
Hang on, time out, man.
Yeah.
Time out. Bring him along. No, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
that would be cool. Just have him like show up.
That'd be fucking funny. Yeah. No, as I only say that because we were with him the other day. And
Yeah.
we were like, we were with him yesterday, sorry. And I was like, Doxy coming? He's like, yeah. Like, yeah,
That's so funny.
Easy.
Oh, fuck, I almost forgot. He's my best mate, and I always forget his engagement party's coming
Oh,
up.
man, it's even just wild to think that they're engaged.
Yeah.
Like, fucking so crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
that is crazy, eh?
it's so, it's put me in such a spin life lately of like, almost like an identity crisis of like, so like we're at the age where like 26, I'm sure you probably felt it. Like, I'm probably still going through it now. It's like, you know, you're not 20 anymore, but you're not quite 30. Like, there's all these expectations that, like, you know, when you're 20, you're young, you do whatever. But by the time you're 30, like, you should be, like, getting on the path to, like, being set, if not already. Like, thinking about, like, if not already, like, marriage, kids, home. And it's like, fuck, I'm 26, and that's not, like it's coming up, but it's not like...
But it's still a want. It's still a thing that you
that's
aim
what I mean.
for. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Not that it feels out of reach, but it's like, I remember when I was 20 going, fuck, I can't wait until or 21 going, I can't wait until I start as a paramedic. 5 years later, it's like, oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, fuck, it took me 5 years to get to this point. Obviously, it's probably going to move a lot quicker now because now I'm earning more money than I've ever earned my entire life because I wasn't doing anything previously. But it's just been such a spin out. Like,
Bruh, trust me, like... And you'd know too, some of the boys are having babies, bro, you know, like...
Dude, I remember being 18 and my best mate at the time, I was living on his bedroom floor. I was just being a degenerate. We were just going out and drinking all the time, whatever. 18 years old, had a kid.
Yeah.
And I honestly, at the time, I was like, oh, yeah, like, they've had a kid. Like, yeah, they've had it. Like, the acknowledgement of, fuck, they've had a kid young was there. But it wasn't until, like, I ran into... like his ex, like the mother of their child. I haven't seen her for a long time. She's fucking very dear friend. God bless her soul. I ran into her last week for the first time in a really, really long time. I was pretty drunk, but like it was still such a crazy feeling to see her. I'm talking to her, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my God, how's your daughter? And she's like, fucking, she's 7. And I was like, that is such a fucking crazy concept, man. Like, I was fucking spinning. I was like, man, I remember being there like the day after she was born and literally holding her as a fucking newborn. And I was like, it feels like a couple years ago, but not 7.
No.
Fuck, man. Like, you're telling me that your daughter is in 6 years' time, like, we'll be like early 30s. I'm planning on like maybe having like some kids or like a 1 or 2 year old at most, probably realistically by then.
Yeah.
And she's going to be in high school.
Yeah.
Like, that is fucking such a spin out.
Right, it's a spin out watching the closest people to you go down the steps. I have known mates as well who have had kids early on and all these things as well. And even mates that have had kids with girls that they're still with today, even married with today, but they had a kid within the first couple months of being together as well. But when you start watching the steps get done by the people closest to you in the normal order as well, like let's just say... You watch your mate at a normal age get married, like 25, 6.
Yeah.
And then you watch a year later them start to have kids, and then a year later they have one, and then 2 years later they have a second one already. And like, you're just like, bro, how is this happening around me, bro? You know what I mean? Because I'm still the same guy I was when I was 19. Yeah. In the sense of what I think of as a possibility later.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's there, but it's on the back burner. Like, it's on the cards for the future, but it's not like...
No, it's not like...
it's not immediate. And then you're like, whoa, maybe it's getting closer than I thought.
Yeah, bro.
Like, it's getting to the point now where, like, I was at mum and dad's for the Hottest 100 the other day, and they were like, oh, like, when are you guys getting hitched? And I'm like... when she's lucky, and I'm like just making jokes and whatever. And I was like, fuck, it's actually gonna have to be soon. Like, you know what I mean? Not have to be soon, but like, in order to keep like a reasonable timeline of what I know that we both want, like chronologically, it's gonna have to be soon. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, fuck. And then it's like, I think as well, it doesn't come, a lot of the timeliness of those sorts of things doesn't come into perspective until you see someone else do it. Like, so like my best mate from primary school all the way through, I've known each other for 20 years. He got married at the start of maybe it was last year. No, it wasn't. The start of the year before.
And it was just such a fucking crazy experience to be like, I was there, like, I remember seeing him like a week after he got engaged, and we were like 22. And I was like, cool, dude, that's so fucking cool. Congrats, blah, blah, blah. And then like I was in his groomsmen, helped plan his Bucks party. And then it was like, oh shit, the Bucks party's already here. And it was like, the Bucks party ended, and it was like, oh fuck, the wedding's in like a month.
Yeah.
Like, oh fuck. And then we're at the wedding and we're like, holy shit, the wedding's in 2 days. But all of that had occurred over a span of like 18 months to 2 years. And it was like, fuck, that came so quickly.
Yeah.
But it also took such a long time from start to finish. So it's like, for example, we're like, oh, we want to be married by 27. And it's like, wow, fucking time's ticking.
Bro, I'm 27.
Time's ticking.
Let me tell you, when I thought that I'd be married with kids and house and all this shit by 27, I really believed I would.
Okay.
I'm so grateful though, even though the thing that I've wanted more than anything in this world is to be a dad. It's a weird feeling to be so grateful I'm not one yet. Which is a really odd thing, to couple them both at the same time. I went to a mate's wedding like, fuck, how long ago was that? I can't imagine it being much
was
more
that
than like...
Was that our random mutual friend? Good old Joshy?
No, I didn't go to Joshy's. I didn't go to Joshy's. Yeah, no, because I haven't spoken to Josh in 5 years, more, 6 years. I haven't spoken to Josh. That would have been... That was crazy. Ryan went to that one. Yeah,
because he full brought it up. Brought it up. He's like, bro, do you know Sam Louden? And he's like, what? I was like,
that's
dude,
crazy.
Oh, dude, I still remember that night.
I tell that story all the
So
time.
crazy.
Story all the time.
Such a spin out moment.
But no, I went to a different wedding. I went to a wedding. Maybe it must have been within the last couple of weeks. Too much things happened in the and I sat there watching them get married, bro. And I remember thinking to myself, like, years ago, it would have been close to 8 years ago, even more, maybe 9. I was smoking weed in this guy's backyard like I did 6-7 days a week, bro. Same house. It was the hot spot.
Yeah.
And different lads would come through.
Yeah.
One of the lads, he was a regular person that would come through.
Yeah.
And he was like 15 at the time.
Yeah.
Maybe even 14. I can't remember. I was probably like 17 or something. So this might be 10 years ago. And I remember being like, oh, what's your name, mate? Good to meet you, blah, blah, blah. I said, you got yourself a girlfriend? He goes, nah, no girlfriend. I go, why not? Why don't you have a girlfriend? Oh, there's a girl in my class. Like, I like her. I think I'm going to ask her to be Mrs. I was like, well, yeah, if I know if you think you're going to. He's like, yeah, I will. I'm going to. Next time I see him, you ask her out? Nah. Next time I see him, you ask her out? Nah. Next time I see him, yeah, I'm going to ask her out tonight. Next day, yeah, she said yes.
Oh, man.
Bro, I went to his fucking wedding, bro.
That's crazy.
Like, it's so trippy. Like, like 10 years have gone past almost.
Origin story, man.
yeah.
Bro, I'm starting to think you're the Logos.
But it is crazy, bro, that like time does move fast for everyone else when you look at it that way. But it also doesn't at the same time. And it does don't put pressure on yourself to be like,
oh, no, absolutely
chronologically, I know it makes sense.
No, I mean,
blah.
fuck, at the end of the day, I don't really care what order it comes in as long as we're happy.
Yeah. It'll happen like when it's meant to happen at the same time.
Yeah, 100%.
But at the same time, I guarantee most of the lads that have already got married have had that point where they think to themselves, I probably should be getting married by now.
Yeah,
you know
100%.
what I mean?
That's what I mean. It's just like, and it's also something as well. Like, I remember, it would have been one of my high school teachers. It was like, we were talking about it one day, how like it feels like as we're getting older, years are going by quicker and quicker. And he goes, well, think about it. He goes, when you're 1, he goes, 1 year, that's your whole life. He goes, you have lived your whole life in 1 year. Because when you're 10, you've lived 10% of your life in 1 year. Because the older you get, the less of a percentage that 1 year becomes. So it's like inevitably it just goes past quicker and quicker and quicker.
I guess by the time you're 40, bro, it's 1/40th.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, bro, where the fuck did that go? Dude, when you're 50, 1 year is 2% your entire life. Yeah. And it's like a lot can happen in a year. And it's like, oh, man.
It is crazy when you think about it like that. One thing you said before that I wanted to touch on was when you said the realization that there's an abundance of money. That is such a strong mindset to come into that many people don't come into. And scarcity is something that I think of money this way. Metaphorically, it's deeper, but it's just the best way I can articulate it.
Yep.
Money is an energy.
Yep.
All right. It's called currency, literally, because it flows. It's up in the air. It's going around. You have banks in which you store the currency, in which it no longer travels through. That's where the bank stores it. Can't flow any further at that point. You can tap into it in different areas, just like a faucet, a tap faucet. And once you understand that it is an energy, you're able to harness it from different ways of income at the same time. So money wants to flow, and it wants to flow through people in which it's a positive person to flow through. It's a fucking source that we can't imagine because it's hooked up to that fucking force field of shit that's in the air. You know what I mean? It's like karma and all these other things.
100%.
So if you're the type of person that is holding on to it, like money, you just, I'm a tight ass. I don't want to let it go. Like, I got to be really safe with it. You've put a blockage on you becoming someone, the energy, and it might just be a mindset thing. You know what I mean? It might not
100%.
be a literal spiritual thing.
Yeah.
But if you're the type of person that lets it flow through you, then more will keep coming. And if you're able to flow it in the right directions and let that money now grow into bigger investments, whether you put money into crypto, investment properties, S&P 500s, invest in yourself, invest in a business, it's just like a magical part of life where more money wants to keep coming back through to help it flow bigger and larger. But I lost the point I was trying to make. I'm going to have to get to there in a second. It was the fact that I think that a lot of cultures have been trying to explain this for a very long time because we call it tithing. That if you give your money away, if you say for like biblical, give 10% to the church. If you're like Muslim and whatever you give comes back 1,000x, or if you're just like the mindset of most millionaires and billionaires, if you give tithings, if you give away your offerings, even Hinduism and stuff, they do a daily offering. They give things away every morning. You've allowed the pathway open up to come through you even more, bro.
100%.
And realizing there's an abundance is such a powerful tool. It's more rich than having the money already.
And that's what I mean. I feel like as well, it's like sort of comes down to like the law of like vibration, the law of attraction. So it's like essentially it's like, I suppose you can also liken it to like when you're young and, you know, you're a bit lonely and you're like, man, I really wish I had a missus. And, you know, you're trying with all these different chicks and nothing's working. And then as soon as you're like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm just going to live my life. Someone will walk in and you're like, oh, okay.
That wasn't ready. Bro, you say when you're younger, that just happened to me.
It just happened.
That happened to me 11 weeks ago.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it's the same thing. It's like, I think as well, it's because you're focusing, like to go back to that manifesting, you're putting so much negative connotation towards money. You're like, fuck, I need money. I don't have enough of it. I can't get rid of it.
It's hard to hold.
What if I get rid of it and then I need it? Like, fuck. And you just build up these walls. Like, I like to think of money as like, it's like a giant whirlpool. And it's like, whenever you're not trying, you're subconsciously like, you're not looking at how much money you're trying to fucking pull out of that whirlpool. You might pull out $50, you might pull out $500. You never fucking know. But if you're in there trying to only look for $100 bills and you're trying to fucking grab them as they're whirling past, you're going to miss them.
Yeah, you're going
to
miss.
You know what I mean?
Thousands.
So it's like, fuck, I don't know. Ever since I sort of was like, I've got a stable, you know what I mean? Like, I've got a stable paycheck coming in. Mrs. has got a stable paycheck coming in. I don't care how much it is. All I know is that it's enough to cover what we need plus what we want.
Yeah.
And that in itself is rich enough because it's like, we're not like, sure, we could be doing better, but we could be doing a fucking hell of a lot worse.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
You know what I mean? Like, we have a roof over our heads. Sure, our house is hot in the summer and it's cold in the winter, but we've got fans and we've got heaters. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we can work our way around shit. It's just, we still get to go out and have nice dinners and go out with our mates, go to concerts. Like, there's plenty of shit that we get to do that other people don't get to do. That, you know, that in itself is rich enough. And letting go of that monetary sort of like
scarce.
Yeah. Just letting go of that. Like, oh, fuck, this is costing me so much money. I now just go like, fuck it, man. I just tap my fucking phone. Yeah. I'm like, I know that there's like, I know my account overdraws because I know I've got money in my savings. I'm just like, if I want this enough to get it now, I'll get it now. If it's then something I look back on in a few days' time and I'm like, shit, maybe I shouldn't have spent the money on that, then I'm not going to go out the next day and be like, oh, I really want that. Because then I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah. I've got something that I needed. I've got something that I've wanted. I'm happy for now. I'll revisit this in another week. If it's still something I want, I'll just get it.
Yeah, and that to be honest, that's the first time in my life I've even gotten to that point. Like, I've been buying whatever I want for a fucking long time.
Yeah.
I bought 2 pairs of shoes the other week. I definitely wanted one. The second one, I was like, I probably shouldn't. Bought it, and finally had a thought of, like, I didn't need it. So now I have a new thought to lean on. Oh, I didn't even need it. Like,
because it's like, I think as well, it's like now you've had that experience. You're like, oh, I actually didn't need that.
Yeah.
I didn't even really want it. It was just like, it's like that was a really big thing for me as well. Because like growing up, like mum and dad were pretty well off. I wasn't allowed to work in high school because they wanted me to focus on my grades, whatever. So they'd be like they used to give me an allowance, whatever. And it was a fucking pretty good allowance. We used to go out and fucking, we'd be waiting for like one of the boys to finish at Hoyts or some shit on like a Friday after school. And be like, let's just go around and look at shit. Go to Cotton On and spend like, back then, like $100 on clothes, which was a fucking shitload of Cotton On.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'd be like, fuck, this is so sick. Like, whatever. And it was like I was just spending it because I had it.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's like, I think it's just having those experiences of like, 3 weeks later, then throwing half those clothes out because I'm like, I actually haven't even pulled it out of the bag since I came home with it. Like, I bought it because I thought it looked sick. I tried it on afterwards and I was like, the novelty's gone. It stays in the bag. I think just being able to have that detachment from, not only from money, I think it starts with being able to have the detachment from like wanting versus needing and like, I really want this, but like, I can go another week without it until I've got more money. That then sort of sets the stage for having that detachment from the worth, or not even the worth of things, but just like
the
putting
desire.
your own currency on it. Yeah, exactly.
Well, it is a very, very, very important place to get to, bro. The scarce mindset is something that I know a lot of people in my life have. Like some of the closest people I know in my life have it. And it's a shame because there's a great saying that and I've been saying this one instead. I've been saying this for a long time. Like, if you want more money, go get it.
Yeah. 100%.
Like, what the fuck?
No one's stopping you but you.
Yeah, like fucking hell, bro. I could think of a million ways to make money right now.
Yeah.
If you really want whatever the money's going to buy you, just do the thing in order to get the money. Like,
100%.
It's not that hard.
People are like, but I don't get paid enough for work. It's like, well, you could do Airtasker.
Yeah, get another job.
Could do some door dashing on the side.
Yeah,
do fucking whatever you want. You can go and fucking sell your left kidney on the street. Like, there's always, I'm not going to
learn a skill, bro. Like, there's a million ways to do it.
Yeah, 100%.
I've had a mad yarn. Oh, honestly, I want to keep yarning.
Nah, that's all right, man.
It's 8:10.
It's getting late.
I want to keep yarning, bro.
No,
we've let it be way too long, bro. 3 years is insane to go since the last time you've came on.
Yeah.
We have to get this done, bro. I want to do it at minimum once a year. Just come on, talk shit.
Easy.
That's all it is, bro.
Bro, I fucking come and do it on this comfy ass couch.
Yeah. Bro, do you know these couches? I reckon I got all 3 of them for maybe even $1,000 for 3 couches.
They're pretty comfy.
That's not bad.
Our couch at home's fucking ass.
Yeah.
So shit. It's leather too. I've had to put couch covers on it. It's just so hot at the moment.
Yeah. Couches are expensive, bro.
I know. She wants one at the moment, like a daybed one. So you got the ottoman thing, but you can move it across, and one side you fold like another bit out, so it turns into a big daybed.
Oh yeah.
Oh dude, yeah, I want it so bad.
Yeah,
I've been seeing them online. They're like $1,200.
Oh, it's mad.
$1,400 maybe most.
Yeah,
I was like,
get it, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Couches nowadays are like $6,000, bro.
I know.
$8,000.
Yeah.
And then a fucking corner couch can be 15. It's insane.
Yeah.
So yeah, get that $1,400, bro.
Yeah, 100%. It's like some
like, $1,200 for 3, bro.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I was like, fucking bro, steal. It was on sale, but
yeah. Sam, I couldn't appreciate you anymore, bro. Honestly, as I said, I wish we could keep yarning, but we're at the end of the episode.
Yep.
Episode 180 is what we just filmed, all right? Swapcast 18.
That is crazy work. That is crazy
And I'll have you on for any more Swapcasts that come up. I don't care if it's 19, bro.
No, that's all right. I don't give a fuck.
Ready.
I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'm easy as.
So, yeah.
Appreciate you having me.
Appreciate you for coming.
It's been hectic.
And for everyone listening as well, I haven't forgot, thank you for making it to the end of the episode. It was amazing with this week. Another one next week. That's all right. Perfect. Perfect, Bella.
Yeah, we heading for the sun. Shawty got my high, I ain't tripping for the funds. Yeah, I won't start, I ain't tripping, I'm a stunt.